the HEC. Breaking down the matchup with Powerhouse. It's me. With Foul or Show, Ted, David, and Kurt. You know ESPN is putting in that work. Light forth and go. Get ready to play. Time to kick off your West College game day. Yeah, we're coming to your city. If you want a little bang in your yin yang, if you want a little sing in your zang zang, if you want a little ching in your chang, come along, yeah, yeah, we're coming to your city.
The SEC Conference is about to open up a brand new season. Williams at the goal line. This is Trey Williams, number 3. 20, 25, cut back. And out to the 34-yard line. Noyes. Middle. Beautiful toss. Touchdown. Aggies score on their first drive. Ricky Seals-Jones. Third down. Down the middle, deep. Got it. 15, 10, touchdown, Nick Jones, the senior from Moore, South Carolina, on a third down, 69 yards. Touchdown, Aggies, Ricky Seals-Jones. Going deep, wide open, touchdown, Damiere Byrd. Walks in as he breaks free, and the Gamecocks are right back in the thick of it. It's the back. Touchdown, Edward Pope. Feathered, touched, grabbed, touchdown, Josh Reynolds. And they run it in with Williams. Trey Williams. An 18-game home winning streak comes to an end. The Aggies gigged them. No doubt about it.
High above the Georgia Dome in Atlanta. Welcome to ESPN College Football Prime Time in the 2014 Chick-fil-A kickoff game as part of Dick's Sporting Goods Kickoff Week for the Georgia Dome. And just moments ago, as Ole Miss, we'll hear plenty of hotty-toddy cheers from a mostly Ole Miss crowd here in Atlanta tonight. Much closer trip for the Rebel faithful than it is for Boise State. High expectations surrounding Hugh Freeze's team and his third year as a head coach, and plenty of expectations around quarterback Grant Hedrick and new coach Brian Harsin for Boise State. Ole Miss, instead of having it around the 45, they have it on the 30, and Bo Wallace throwing to a wide open man, and it's a touchdown for Ole Miss. It's Cody Core.
Very hard to defend.
We'll try it again. There's the throw again. Treadwell has it. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
A bigger body to run the football.
Wallace down the seam. He's got Adebayo inside the 10. Adebayo into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
He only averaged 8 yards per catch.
And right on cue, Cody Core is loose in the Boise State secondary, and he may go again. Goodbye. Second touchdown of the night, and this one's over. A couple of very manageable games before they welcome in Alabama. Hugh Freeze wanted something to confirm the belief. Admitted that losing this game could have been damaging to the psyche. He won't have to worry about that.
Settle in, everybody. No scenes like the SEC. Arkansas won the toss. They want the football, just like Texas A&M did the other night. They want the ball. They do. Wide open. Breaking free for the end zone. Here's Melvin Gray in a foot race. He scores. Motion Fultz through. The H-back look. Draw play with Artis Payne on a cutback. Daylight. Touchdown Auburn. Run the toss play the other way. Touchdown. Walking in is Jonathan Williams from Allen, Texas. Marshall keeps it all the way. Breaks for the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. We try to get him a touchdown. Muscling. Got it. Auburn, the defending SEC champion, opens with a win at home over Arkansas, 45-21.
From the Georgia Dome here in Atlanta, we welcome you to the Chick-fil-A kickoff game, part of Dick's Sporting Goods kickoff week. Line of West Virginia. Run play, big hole, Yeldon outside, dives for the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. For 6 points, had to settle for the field goal. Trick it off, play action, going end zone. And it is caught. Did he hold on? Yes. Touchdown, Kevin White. It's Yeldon. And Yeldon is in. Touchdown, Alabama.
It's going to be hard for these guys to watch all these games.
Here's Alford on the return. And Alford able to shake one tackle. Alford is loose. Look out. Alford past midfield. The race is on. Alford will take it all the way. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Alabama on the move here. 2nd and 3. And Henry with a first down inside the 5. Touchdown. Trickett has to throw it short, and the Tide will take over on downs.
I don't know if Clint Trickett knew it was 4th down.
Alabama wins it 33-23.
They give it off to Gurley. Gurley's got the corner. Gurley's got the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Watson wants to go back to the air. Boy, he's fired it, isn't he? Wow. Touchdown. Sharon Peak. What a throw. 30-yard laser shot. Touchdown, Clemson.
Center, they didn't get a good exchange.
Davidson airborne and in. Touchdown, Clemson. Hicks, the H-back, moving around. They're going to lead the way. Gurley broke a tackle. Gurley heading to the end zone. Tailback. They're going to toss it to him. Chubb running over people. Cuts back inside the 30. Chubb down the sideline. First Georgia touchdown for the freshman. The toss to him. And he broke free again. And Todd Gurley down the sideline and gone. Wisconsin. Mason, who said he was always dreaming about going across the bridge, looking into Sanford Stadium and waiting for his name to be called as a starting quarterback on his home field. He's made it a successful one tonight, thanks to Todd Gurley and the Georgia defense in the second half.
Good evening, everybody, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, the home of the Houston Texans of the National Football League. Tonight, the site of the Advocare Texas kickoff. The only game of this opening weekend, matching two teams ranked in the top 15 in the country, and it has a bowl game atmosphere. Bring the load with Gordon. And they handed it off on the fly sweep to Reggie Love, and Love is in the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin, 45 yards. And McAvoy went under center. Big hole for Melvin Gordon and a touchdown. Virtually untouched to take a 3-score lead. Wisconsin. Clement. Touchdown. One score. Jennings. Complete. John Diarse picks up the first down and has a touchdown. They're going to keep pounding away at that depleted line. LSU leads for the first time tonight on the touchdown by Kenny Hilliard. 46 consecutive regular season non-conference wins.
This precious prize awaits in the promised land in playoff year one. The reigning champions hoping it'll be a circular journey back to Texas. Jameis Winston promising more domination. But can Oklahoma State and J.W. Walsh derail the Seminole sequel tonight? Takes the snap in his end zone. Play action. Zips it across. Tipped and picked. And the Noles are going to get a pick six. First career carry. And the hyped running back takes off. Darts to the middle. Hammers to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. Nice way to debut after waiting a long time to see the field. First, he motions to the right. Walsh fakes it to him. Fires across the middle and has a man wide open. It's Glidden running free. Oklahoma State strikes quickly. 55 yards to cut the lead. Winston takes off. Makes the man miss. Inside the 20. Jameis Winston hurdles inside the 10. Sidesteps a tackler and dives to the end zone.
Got a slot receiver right here.
Walsh instead takes off and runs and shows the quickness. J.W. Walsh diving to the end zone. And the Cowboys are hanging around.
This game's not over. Oklahoma State still has 3 timeouts left.
Winston on second and long. Throws into traffic, but it's caught. Rashad Green racing for the end zone. And the Noles cash the turnover into 6. 50 yards.
To the Williams.
I was just going to throw it up. By the time it comes down, it'll be 000 on the clock. That's an adventurous way to kill the final seconds of a very, very hard-fought victory.
And we've got a hot one for you, folks, as the Michigan State Spartans out of the Big Ten Conference, ranked 7th in the nation, coming to town to take on 3rd-ranked Oregon out of the Pac-12.
But what today is an identity game. We know who Michigan State is, a big, tough, physical team. Oregon wants to reshape their identity. We know they can fly. Can they slug with a physical team like Michigan State for 60 minutes? That's the question that has to be answered today as we get ready for this one.
Offense. Langford breaks it back, picks up the first down. Touchdown, Spartans. 16 yards. 7 and 5. And up top, and there's Allen, the speedster. Breaks the tackle, watch out! Devin Allen, 70 yards. And 4 at the 7. Connor Cook over the middle, touchdown, Josiah Price.
Drive alive.
2nd down and 8. Mariota pump fakes. He's got a wide open receiver. Allen, touchdown, Oregon. And the Ducks are right back in it. Mariota lets it go. Caught. Keenan Allen. Oregon has the lead. Mariota handing it off. Freeman! That's great! Cook. Underneath. Looking for True. Intercepts it. And Craig Oliver laying out. That's why he's an All-America. They give it to him. First down. Touchdown. Oregon held Michigan State scoreless the last 26 minutes, and Coach Helfrich beats Michigan State 46-27.
Two receivers wide, but it's Justin Davis powering toward the goal line. No signal yet. Touchdown, USC. Handoff. Muscling forward is Daniel Marks, the fullback. I don't think he got it. And USC's defense did not get it. And Stanford's problems in the red zone continue. Last 5 minutes, dramatic. Right, loses the ball as he tries to cut. It's on the ground. Trojans say they have it, and they do. And the plot twists just keep coming. Gets it away, drives it low, and drives it through.
One-on-one matchup at the top.
They fake it to right. Hogan hit from behind. Ball out. Trojans pounce on it. And the USC defense, depleted and shorthanded all afternoon, comes up with a huge turnover, and they're going to win it.
And we welcome you to ESPN's College Football Primetime, presented by Hampton Hotels. The matchup, the Hokies of Virginia Tech from the ACC and the Buckeyes of Ohio State. Right now, the opponent's doing a good job, and here comes Marshawn Williams. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Again, the Buckeyes bring an extra rush, and open, and scoring. Touchdown, Sam Rogers. For J.T. Barrett on third down and along 4. Slant complete. Michael Thomas is going to go. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Points when they've had it down here.
On the option. The pitch goes to Elliott. Elliott broke a tackle. Elliott gone. Touchdown.
Force this part of the field.
Brewer going to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Bucky Hodges, the other tight end. Barrett throws, and it's intercepted again, and that's going to be the ball game. Donovan Riley down the sideline, and he's going to take it. Touchdown, and the capper of the night. As Frank Beamer wins number 226 as the head coach of the Hokies and number 268 overall. He said, we've been in tough places, tough environments, big stadiums on the road, and we've done pretty well. They did it again tonight.
17th ranked Virginia Tech and East Carolina. What'll happen here? Carden throwing a fade, and it's caught. That's a touchdown. It's Bryce Williams. Carden with time. End zone. Touchdown. True freshman Trevon Brown on the second down play. Instead, they're rolling this side, and it's caught. Touchdown. Isaiah Jones able to stretch out, and it's 20-0 East Carolina. After they reset the ball, here comes blitz up the middle. Brewer has to get rid of it, and almost caught. It was caught. Touchdown by Isaiah Ford. Plays a role at all here when you're in the red zone. Brewer pumping, now going to the end zone. Touchdown! Cam Phillips got away from the defender, and the Hokies within a point of tying it up. Timeout. Allen in the backfield. Carden, and he's going to score. Touchdown! East Carolina. What a response by the Pirates after the Hokies tied it and looked like we might have overtime. ECU back on top. Brewer back to throw. Pressure coming. Brewer steps up. Lets it go into the end zone, but it's thrown way out of the end zone. The game is over. East Carolina wins it in Blacksburg.
He's in the backfield at running back. Play action. Flip it left. Farrell Cooper. Touchdown, South Carolina. Bottom of the screen. Four-man rush, but not much of one. Caught. Touchdown. Rory Anderson, the tight end. Drive third quarter. That's Bennett stutter stepping. This is Gurley. Georgia on the boards. Touchdown on the opening drive of the second.
He's going to go under and sneak it, isn't
he? There we go.
Yep. Got it.
Yes, he. Play action. Mason got him in the end zone. Jay Rome. Touchdown, Georgia. On first down 10, it's Wilds. Huge hole. Stiff arm. Down the sidelines. Gamecock touchdown. They slip it to the fullback. Hicks. Touchdown, Georgia. How about that? And Theus will snap it. Erickson puts it down. And he skimmed it. Missed it. Wow! My goodness.
Ford checks back into the left. The Knight drops straight back. Now flips it to the back. And Ford with running room. Motoring to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They cash in the turnover for a quick 6. Ford still in there on first down. And he's got it again. And he's got a crease. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Up these busted plays.
1 second ago. Knight keeps it. Gets the corner and dives for the end zone. And Oklahoma stretches the lead. Worley zips it across the middle into traffic, and it's intercepted by Julian Wilson. Wilson with a convoy. Gets a block. And takes it end to end.
It's the Trojans of USC and the Eagles of Boston College.
11. That's Farmer in motion. Kessler throws a middle screen, and he's got a man with open space, and it's Buck Allen on his way and gone. Touchdown, USC.
Take him out of the game.
Murphy end around, coming from Sherman Alston, the speedy guy, the little guy. Alston, touchdown. What a run. Back, flank to the right. That's where they're going to run it. Hilliman scored once tonight. He has scored twice tonight. Touchdown, Boston College. Down at the 2-yard line. Kessler throws wide open. Aguilar, touchdown.
He came out of the backfield. BC did not account for him.
25. Kessler steps up in the pocket. Throws to the corner. Touchdown. Darius Rogers. And Kessler with his 4th touchdown throw of the night.
Run under it.
It goes the allotted yardage, but it's scooped up by Boston College. Nice catch by Shaquem Phillips. Out of Wethersfield, Connecticut, about an hour and a half from here. And Boston College has shocked number 9 USC 37-31. Post is going down on its own. But the crowd's coming out anyway.
Welcome you to the SEC on CBS. It's the Home Depot SEC. And today it features the Florida Gators against the Crimson Tide of Alabama. And Blake Sims is the quarterback on first down. 4-man rush by the Gators.
Oh, jeez.
Deep right side, man wide open. Caught. Kenyon Drake, the running back. Touchdown, Alabama. 87 yards. Sims, right side. DeAndre White, second catch. Fumble. Again. Picked up. Here we go. It's Tim Kimbrough down the sidelines. And I think he got in. Is there a touchdown rule? Yes. Play fake. Sims goes deep. Wide open. Oh, my gracious. Over the cliff. Amari Cooper will stroll in. £141. Play action. Sims. Chase to the right. Sidearms it. Did he get it? Yes, he did. Jalston Fowler, Alabama touchdown. Henry remains in, gets the toss, goes left. Touchdown, Alabama. Cooper, touchdown. Really?
It's quicker. You can do it quicker.
Well, it was a brilliant performance by Sims. And congratulatory pats from Nick Saban, Will Muschamp.
Record-breaking crowd tonight at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. Kickoff between 20th ranked Kansas State and number 5 Auburn coming up. Waters hands it off. Robinson in. Touchdown, K-State. Marshall pulls it back, looking deep again. And he's got a man inside the 20. Broken tackle. Lewis inside the 5. Touchdown, Auburn. Marshall with time to the end zone. Caught. Did he hang on? He did. Touchdown, Duke Williams. Here's Jones. Going outside. Touchdown. And it will be a pass. Marshall pumps. Going deep. Got him in. It's caught. Inside the 30. Might be the game clincher as Duke Williams pulls it in.
Record crowd here tonight at Tiger Stadium. Our matchup in the SEC West, the Bulldogs of Mississippi State and the 8th-ranked Tigers of LSU, both unbeaten at 3-0. The first down at the 2. He rolls that way and goes to the end zone. And caught. Touchdown, De'Runnya Wilson. 3. Straight ahead is Robinson. He walks in. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They go 26, 23, 44, and then 3 yards for the touchdown. Prescott on the keeper. And Dak got a couple, and the ball is out. They might do better than a 3 and out. They're going with Danielle Hunter to the end zone. Dak Prescott a run all the way, and he's got a big opening. And a stiff arm, Dak Prescott. This is what he does better than anybody in the SEC. Touchdown. Going to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Oh, boy. Brandon Harris backpedals near his own 45. Got to get rid of it. The Hail Mary downfield, and it's intercepted at the 1-yard line. Ball game. Mississippi State in an upset.
The running back Dahlman in the slot to the near side, but Watson keeps it and dives for the end zone. Touchdown. McGuire Facing late pressure, delivers downfield and wide open is Rashad Green. The DB fell down, and the Seminoles a point away from tying it. Joyce, the freshman, hit, short. Williams again, cuts it back. Carlos Williams headed for the end zone. The Seminoles survive.
Is he a breakaway guy, though? I might have to get it to somebody who might be better in space in open field running.
Jones lines up in the slot to the right of Solomon. He is back to throw. He is rolling. Looking downfield. Has time to set up. Throws it long. Has a man. It's up and down. It's caught in the end zone. Arizona has scored the touchdown. Austin Hill in the end zone. Wildcats win.
We welcome you to AT&T Stadium in North Texas. It's the Southwest Classic featuring Arkansas and Texas A&M. The Razorbacks one defeat, and the Aggies come in 4-0.
This conference.
Yep, in the Final Four. Alex Collins has an angle, and he's got the speed, and that is an Arkansas touchdown run of 50 yards. And goal. Hill. Deep caught. Edward Pope, number 18.
He banged the ball, really did.
And he got a lot of room to the left. Still up. Touchdown, Sam Irwin Hill. Play fake. Allen looks deep, wide open. A.J. Derby touchdown.
They only needed one pop. Great look from the truck, guys.
Here's Ken Hill, deep down the middle, and he's got him wide open. Edward Pope, the defender fell down. The Aggies have scored on an 87-yard touchdown pass. At right, four-man Arkansas rush, wide open. Oh my gosh, Josh Reynolds, touchdown Aggies. Got him. Deep down the middle. Got him. Malcolm Kennedy touchdown. Alex Collins is the running back. He's got blockers to the left. They give it to him. He stopped. Aggies win.
North Carolina, where for the first time in the history of the NC State football program, the Wolfpack will host the #1 team in the country. The reigning national champions, the Florida State Seminoles, have arrived at Carter Finley Stadium, and Heisman Trophy winner Jameis Winston will be back at quarterback.
Good read by Jacoby Brissett early on.
Now he throws to another wide open receiver, and this is going to be a touchdown for Bo Hines. So Winston throws, has an open receiver, and it's a touchdown. After all that, Bobo Wilson in the end zone. Back looking for more. Three receivers in a bunch to his right, and he is escaping for the moment. And still has it. And throws. Cobb! What a play by Brissett. And a touchdown for Jonathan Alston. Winston out of the gun. Throwing toward the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown. Lots of time for Brissett, and as a touchdown to Matt Days. Winning touchdown run. Cook. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook. Longest run of the career for the freshman. Now Thornton down to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Winston, again given plenty of time. Throws, caught, touchdown. Bobo Wilson. The gun. Fake the handoff, throws, and it is caught by Rashad Green. Carlos Williams delivers a stiff arm and delivers the exclamation point.
And they're good, and they will get better, and they look better. They just got to put offense and defense together, which they have yet to do.
Gamecocks have won 20 of their last 21 here at home. And oh, does this place rock before the kickoff. Missouri has taken the field, and here comes South Carolina.
That have really stepped up.
Hansbrough's going to get the handoff on short yardage. He's got the first, plenty more. Got to the corner, might get to the end zone. Touchdown. Russell Hansbrough. 18 yards, and Missouri's out in front. Davis on the ground. Mike Davis cuts outside. His quarterback's in front of him. Touchdown. Play action. Thompson deep in the middle. Got his man. It's a touchdown to Cooper.
Strike right over the middle.
First and goal. Hansbrough going wide. Nothing there. Cuts back. And he walks in. Touchdown, Missouri. Just like that, the Tigers are in the thick of this thing. They move the tight end. It's Hansbrough.
Second effort, I think got it.
I don't know. The head linesman's coming in. We still don't have a signal. Touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think it definitely was a touchdown. It was the second effort.
The East might be on the line on this play. Thompson fires. Incomplete. Missouri is going to pull a shocker in this Columbia.
As for the third straight year, the Pac-12 South may well run through the winner of tonight's game between UCLA and Arizona State. Rollout action, blitz off the corner, the other way, touchdown, Cody Cole. Off the play fake, looking long, and touchdown, Cameron Smith. Well, the slant is there, and it's good for a first down. And more. Look out. Massington, Eldridge Massington. He's going to take it all the way for UCLA. Vanderdoes is a decoy, perhaps. Touchdown. Caught by Aese. 32, the fullback. That pass is picked off by Ishmael Adams. Look out. Talk about a turning point. Ishmael Adams will take it the distance. Touchdown, Bruins. A few chances, and they got burned with some explosive plays, and that's what Todd Graham could not have happened. On the opening play of this half, out to Jordan Payton with markers down. He will take it all the way to the end zone. How about that to start the half? Going to Payton, back shoulder throw, touchdown.
What a game from the Bruins.
It does not come down to a final play in 2014 as it did in 2012 and 13.
It never rains in Autzen Stadium, so they say, but it will be a torrential downpour of noise as their beloved Ducks, number 2 in the country and undefeated, welcome in Arizona. Throwback, I saw this in practice. He can throw it, and he does. Freeman to Mariota, still has it. Marcus Mariota, he fumbled the football. Did he get in before he fumbled? They say yes. They're calling it a touchdown. Nick Wilson into the end zone, and the Wildcats have the lead. Can pick up a first down without scoring. Mariota throwing to the back of the end zone. There's a flag that came out and fly. Allen made the catch for the touchdown. Get the snap off. They run it, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Nick Wilson, and back and forth we go in the third quarter. Arizona regains the lead. Solomon looking a little throwback. He's got Wilson wide open. He's inside the 20. A man to beat and run over. He does. He will. He scores. Touchdown, Arizona. Mariota on the slant. Low into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. And we're an extra point away from being tied. Wildcats trying to take the lead. Handoff into the end zone and a touchdown for Terrace Jones-Grigsby, and Arizona's up by a touch. Arizona just answered with a touchdown after the Ducks had caught him and tied it. Mariota trying to escape, and they are well aware of his propensity for carrying the ball loosely. Scooby Wright has the football.
Scooby
Now let's see what they call.
You wondered when this was going to happen.
It is a turnover.
The ruling on the field is a fumble recovered by the defense.
Arizona, Scooby Wright now on third down. Jones-Grigsby has it. He's pushing close to that first down. He keeps driving, and now he's past it. And what a leg drive.
San Diego State, near where he grew up, didn't even offer him a scholarship. Unbelievable job by him. Marcus Mariota in Oregon are going to have to pick up the pieces. A lot of football to be played, but the night belongs to Rich Rodriguez in Arizona. Scooby Wright. That is a statement. We talked about how the college football landscape is going to start getting shook up. There's a pretty good start heading into this weekend. Get ready for some chaos.
As we kick off what is perhaps the biggest college football Saturday in the history of the state. This game, A&M and Mississippi State, the first in Starkville between two top 15 teams in almost 30 years. Carson, Brandon Williams, and now Trey Williams, but it's a quick pass, and it's a touchdown for Josh Reynolds. In less than 2 minutes, A&M goes down the field and scores. Robinson powers in for a second touchdown of the opening quarter. Prescott running and trying to dive to the end zone. He got in. Touchdown, Dak Prescott. 4, third down and goal. Prescott in the pocket, slings it, and a diving catch for a touchdown by Wilson. 5-man rush. Prescott throws, and it's pulled in. Breaking a tackle is Fred Brown to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State. With 2 touchdowns running and passing. Here comes number 3 on the ground. As Prescott walks right into the Heisman discussion. His 5th touchdown of the day. A week from today here in Starkville.
And these fans are going crazy. They know how long they've waited for an opportunity and a team like this with a player like they have at the quarterback position. They understand the moment.
It may be appropriate to call it Start Vegas tonight.
And we have a battle between 2 top 25 teams as 4th-ranked Oklahoma comes into town to take on the 25th-ranked Horned Frogs of TCU. Here's the option. Boykin lost it. And recovered by the Horned Frogs. Cliff Murphy. Touchdown TCU. Here's the option. Cadillac. Touchdown. Ball. First down, play fake. Here's Knight again to throw. Wide open, Shepard. See you later. Shepard sprinting to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. 75 big ones. Now Boykin quickly to the line of scrimmage. Looking deep, wide open, Caroline! Touchdown! Horned Frogs! P-Rod! Touchdown! They'll give it to him. Breaks it back, first down, touchdown. I know he doesn't like it, but we got to call him the Tank. Boykin. Over the middle. Touchdown! Deontay Gray. 29 yards. P-Rod in motion. Knight. Oh! Picked off! Dawson! What a play! Paul Dawson! Touchdown! Horned Frogs! Woo! Knight over the middle. Intercepted. Hackett. What could be the final play of the game. 5 seconds left. Knight gets room. Lets it go. And that's it. TCU upsets the number 4 team in the country.
We welcome all of you to Vaught Hemingway Stadium on the campus of Ole Miss. It's Alabama and Ole Miss, the SEC, Home Depot, SEC on CBS. The Alabama Crimson Tide 4-0. The Rebels of Ole Miss likewise.
Remember, Blake Sims was a running back.
Play action.
Keeps it.
Play action. Sims strolls in. Fool me once, don't fool me twice. Seconds remaining. Yep. Keep it conservative. Whoa, fumble. Oh my gosh. How about that? Cyrus Jones on one hop. Touchdown, Alabama.
My goodness.
At 2nd and 7. There we go. Laquan Treadwell, touchdown Ole Miss.
Over here, 3-by-1.
Starts defensively for Alabama. He's got it wide open. Touchdown, Dick Sanders. They finished undefeated that year. Christian Jones. Ball's out. Ole Miss appears to have it. They do. There's the snap. Wallace into the end zone. Got him. Touchdown, Jalen Walton. Another low snap. Sims deep into the end zone. Double coverage. It is up for grabs. It might be. No, it's no. It's out of the end zone.
Well, this will be reviewed. He controls the football to me.
College rules, 1 foot in.
I'll tell you, the Ole Miss football team thinks they had it.
After further review, the ball was intercepted in the end zone.
Mississippi State wins big, and now Ole Miss knocks off Alabama. Hugh Freeze takes his football teams and knocks them off.
They're rushing the field.
They have to finish these drives.
2nd and 8. Here's Hogan, and he's going into the end zone for the score for Stanford. Grown up as a quarterback, not putting him on there, but now we have a completion to Chris Brown, and now we've got a Notre Dame touchdown. Montgomery. And they hand it off up the middle, and there it goes right into the end zone.
5 receivers against 8 droppers.
They need to get close to the 10-yard line for a first down.
And a buff.
Dolson going to the corner of the end zone for the touchdown. Ben Koyak delivers with 1:01 left. Notre Dame survives Stanford 17-14.
To punt it away to Nelson Aguilar. It was one of the best return men in the country last year, but yet to bust one this year. Has a seam, and Aguilar's done it for the first time in 2014. Touchdown, USC. Bercovici with a short roll, throwing for Strong, and an Arizona State touchdown. First down from the 23, play action Bercovici. All kinds of time to take a shot for Strong, who beats the defense, and in a foot race for an Arizona State touchdown from 77 yards. They hustle up to the line, and Allen reaching, he's in. Touchdown on 4th down. On 1st down and goal, fakes to Allen, pressured, feels it, steps away, inside the 5, reaches, in for the touchdown. Bercovici with time, over the middle for Smith. He hangs on, touchdown Arizona State. 2nd down and 12, here's Allen with room, and Buck Allen putting this one on ice. Touchdown from 53. Bercovici on the move, completes it, and there goes Cameron Smith. This one's not over yet. Smith to the house for a 72-yard touchdown. Bercovici sets, loads up, heaving one deep, and it is caught! Jalen Strong! Do you believe it? Arizona State wins on a Hail Mary.
As Nova flies in, it's the SEC on the ESPN. Our matchup at Jordan-Hare Stadium, a battle of 2 teams in the top 15, number 15 LSU and number 5 Auburn. 85,000 plus waiting on the defending SEC champions, and here they come.
Side triangle, very young for LSU.
Marshall wanting to go deep again, and now he does. And it is caught by Coates. Touchdown. This time Marshall keeps it. And he's going to score. Touchdown. And a goal at the 9. Marshall rolls to throw. Fires to the end zone. Wide open. The tight end for the touchdown.
His big body.
Quarterback draw. He's going to get the first and more. Marshall might go. Touchdown. Here's a toss out to Grant. And he's heading to the end zone. Touchdown. Impressive win for the Auburn Tigers. They go to 5-0 and 2-0 in the rough and tumble SEC West.
Welcome everyone back to Pasadena, California. Moments before the opening kick between
4-0 UCLA and 3-1 Utah.
He would not have been the one that I would have guessed.
Sets up a 2nd and 16. They set up the screen, and he's picked off. Pick 6, touchdown Carter. Percent of his passes on the season coming in. Play fake, and he's it downfield. Up for grabs. Touchdown, Drez Anderson in a crowd. Booker again, got the first down. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Utes. Book it. Andy Phillips for the win. The snap is good, and Utah takes the lead.
Gardner on the keep, trying to get to the edge. Touchdown, Michigan! Play action. Nova with late pressure, airing it deep. He's got Terzilli wide open at the 40. Terzilli in a foot race. He's going to win the race and give Rutgers the lead. 80 yards. Nova to Terzilli, and Rutgers in front. Extra lineman in the backfield. Hurst providing the blocking, and he follows Smith, and Smith with the touchdown. Davey on Smith at the 7. Blitz up the middle. Nova in all kinds of trouble. Got rid of it, and it's a touchdown. How did he get rid of that football? Gary Nova gives Rutgers the lead.
A field like that against Carew, tough tackle.
10th play of the drive. Nova for the end zone. It is caught. It is a touchdown, Andrew Terzilli. The 19-yard line. Play action. Gardner in some trouble. Gardner going to try to run. Breaks the tackle. Gardner going to take it all the way for the touchdown. 56-yarder for the lead. And it's blocked. It is blocked. Rutgers does it again.
Excuse me, number 58.
Are going to see Gary Nova takes the knee, and what a night in Piscataway, New Jersey. The Rutgers Scarlet Knights get a giant win in their first year in the Big Ten Conference. Rutgers, their first conference win, and it comes against the Michigan Wolverines.
Welcome back, everybody, to Martin Stadium. Homecoming. Washington State Cougars meeting the Cal Golden Bears, along with Yogi Roth, Kevin Calabro, and down on the field is Lewis Johnson standing by with the story. Halliday on first down, looking for the bundle, has a man under it. Maley with a catch. Maley in a foot race with Lowe. Maley to the 20. He's going to go! Cougar touchdown! Cal bringing a committee. Halliday over the middle and a touchdown! Washington State. They answer the bell in the 3rd. Gofflow snap, hands off to Lasco, cuts back near side at 10, galloping and high-stepping into the end zone. Daniel Lasco for the touchdown. Up at the 15-yard line of Washington State. Give it to the near side. Here's Lasco with a block out in front, picks his way through traffic. Untouched touchdown. Daniel Lasco is second. Last 17 points to take a 3-point lead. Halliday back to throw. Arcs a pass to a man wide open. Craycraft the reception in a foot race. Craycraft 20. Angles to the near side. Touchdown, Washington State. Notre Dame scores on a 4th and 11 with a touchdown pass in the end zone. So just a crazy day today in the landscape of college football. Here comes Harper. Here he comes. He could go the distance to the near side. In fact, running it back is Trevor Davis. Davis goes the distance. Trevor Davis. Halliday, quick throw, going underneath Craycraft, avoids a tackle at 10, and then into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State. Goff is back, lobs it to the end zone, over the shoulder, pass complete. Bryce Treggs, touchdown, California. They'll take this situation. Here's Goff back to throw. They're going to go right back to the playbook. Looking at over the shoulder, making the catch, and into the end zone is Bryce Treggs. And that is a terrific catch on the door. Halliday the handoff, and Wicks
In the end zone, touchdown Cougars. Double move, Davis the catch. Davis gallops into the end zone. Touchdown California. The snap, the hold, the kick is up. And the kick is no good. No good, wide right.
Welcome, everyone, to one of college football's greatest traditions, the Red River Showdown from the Cotton Bowl in Dallas, equidistant between the campuses of the University of Texas and Oklahoma. Today, the 109th meeting in this rivalry between the Longhorns and the Sooners. They've been playing each other since 1900, and since 1929, they've met every year in this historic venue with the 92,000 tickets split right down the middle, literally, between the two schools. This year, Texas is the visiting team, and the Longhorns take the field. Short kick down to the 10-yard line to Alex Ross, leading the country in kickoff returns, and he is off to the races. 91 yards, touchdown Oklahoma. Freshman in this game last year and had 19 tackles. Here he comes after swoops, and it's an interception by Zach Sanchez. Touchdown Oklahoma. Lots of time for Knight. Shepard's wide open. Touchdown. Back to Samaje Perine. Untouched into the end zone for Oklahoma. Now the deepest defenders are back at their own 40-yard line. Swoops got it off. They'll try it a bunch of laterals. Shipley fell down. And Jonathan Gray picked it up. Apparently they let that part of the play stand. Looked like Shipley might have been down, but it doesn't matter. The game's over, and Oklahoma defeats Texas for the 4th time in the last 5 years to go to 5-1.
It is the first time ever that 2 top 5 teams have played in Starkville. This is only the 19th time these 2 teams have met in Starkville. 88th meeting in all. Auburn has won 5 of the last 6. And it's the first time both teams ranked since 2011 here. Has Auburn. Here's Marshall. A lot of time. Right side. He's tipped, intercepted. Picked off from the left side by Jay Hughes. Blitz. Prescott hit as he lets it fly. It's caught. And the missed tackle. Bear Wilson. Touchdown, Mississippi State. De'Runnya Wilson.
You can never let an eligible receiver run out of the backfield.
Robinson with the carry. He got in. Touchdown, Bulldog.
6th game of the season.
And here's the power.
Yep.
Touchdown.
It's almost not fair when he wants to run that ball.
Drills it. Got it! Duke Williams. Counts. Here goes Prescott. There goes Prescott. Third and 9 here. That one. Oh, it's caught. Duke Williams. A 99-yard drive. I go with Prescott here. Nope. Why not go with the bowling ball? Josh Robinson.
And remember when he came here, he had to first challenge the fans and rebuild the facilities and then go get football players. He did all 3.
Well, the clock still shows 33 seconds. It's not running. Congrats to Dan and Megan Mullen. And the Bulldogs of Mississippi State. And my seatmate on that flight from Atlanta was right. They did not rush the field.
Forming the Baylor line. You'll never see more people have more fun running 120 yards in your life. And why not? A battle of two top 10 teams in the Big 12. Ninth-ranked TCU and number 5 Baylor. Again, they'll bring an extra man. Boykin's going to lay it out long. 2 men out there, and he's got him. Touchdown. Colby Listenby. TCU on the board first. This time he gives it to his tailback, who walks in untouched. Catalon, touchdown, and it might be 14-0 again.
At the running back side.
Ronnie Jefferson tweaked his hamstring this week. That's why he's not out there. Petty going deep on first down, and he's got it. And it's a touchdown. Antoine Goodley. And a walk-in again for Catalon. Touchdown, TCU.
Run game.
Then we had a 15-play drive by TCU. Now 10 plays and a touchdown for Corey Coleman. 50th play in the first half for Baylor. And it's a deep ball by Petty. Got a man and got him on the run. Katie Cannon, touchdown. Catalon from the 6. BJ's got an opening. Kicker to beat. Catalon taking it coast to coast. Touchdown. Gets the handle and gets the touchdown. Petty fires long, man there, caught, touchdown. Straight up the middle and again, untouched this time. Aaron Green for the score. Needs 10 and throws an interception. Marcus Mallett going the other way. TCU touchdown. First down at the 7. He gets the call. He walks in. Touchdown.
Try to come back in this situation.
Play action on 2nd and 9. Long ball streak on the sideline. Touchdown. Goodley.
Here in the 4th quarter.
I said earlier Baylor might run 100 plays. That was number 100. Here's 101. Touchdown. Fourth and 3. Boykin gonna loft one deep on the sideline. Broken up. Baylor's gonna get it back. Chris Callahan from 28 for the most improbable of comebacks and the win. He got it. Unbelievable.
And the option. Mariota hits the corner. Speed. Mariota sets up a screen. Tyler plucks it out the air. First down. Touchdown. Ducks. 21 yards. Mariota looks the other way, wide open. Touchdown, Oregon. Farrell Brown, 31 yards. 3. Mariota lost it, gets it back. Maserati. What a burst of speed. 23-yard touchdown for Marcus Mariota. Yes, they do. Touchdown. into the end zone. Did he lose the ball? The bag is down as a fumble, and they are waving a touchback. Jones back. That's Cyrus Jones as they came after the punt of Irwin Hill. Oh, and it touched another Bama player. That was Smith who came in and touched it. Bradley Bozeman with Sims he was checking with. 3rd and 9. Inside the 5 and stretching for the end zone and a touchdown. TJ Yeldon, the extra effort, makes it a score. Here's the toss. There's the block, and there's the score. Jonathan Williams. Trade to Priest there. And Derby's got the first down. A.J. Derby then hits the speed. How about that? Did he stay in? Touchdown, Arkansas. 3rd and 3. Sims to the end zone. Touchdown, Tide. DeAndrew White. Allen on 3rd and 10. Cross the field and picked off. What a play by Landon Collins, the All-America safety. He tried to go all the way to the other side of the field to Williams, floated it, and Collins made him pay the price. So that's it. Arkansas 15 straight SEC losses. Oh, so close.
With field position, and they'll set a return. Keene drives it. Here's Dubose at the Gator 38. Swinging to the left. Can he outrun the coverage? He does. 50, midfield. He's got a convoy. Hello, end zone. Andre Dubose. 5-yard line. 7 plays, 66 yards. Play act, fake. Here comes Driscoll. End zone. Touchdown, Florida. Power, Hilliard, right side, touchdown LSU. Like you said, Les Miles, we're going to roll the dice. Logan Stokes going to the ground. They plunge it in. And that, of course, was Leonard Fournette's 2nd touchdown of the game. Pocket holds, fires, touchdown, Robinson. Gators regain the lead. Gonna throw the fade. One-handed grab, touchdown. What a catch that time that was made over there by Traven Durrell. Driscoll up in the air, intercepted. Picked off by Ricky Jefferson of LSU. Now they're at the 35-yard line with 24 seconds to go. From the right hash, Delahousse curving, got it. A 50-yard field goal with 3 seconds remaining. Big hop, still hopping. LSU comes to the swamp and goes home with a victory.
Perhaps 107,000 for the Aggies. First big home game of the season and first home game period in a month. Off an embarrassing loss, they need to bounce back immediately against this group from Ole Miss. Riding a high, euphoric after knocking off Alabama at home, highest ranking in a half century, 5-0 for the first time since 1962. But slight underdogs tonight in this hostile environment. Mississippi State, off a big win over Auburn at home, sits atop the SEC West at 3-0. The Rebels can join their rivals with a win tonight. Auburn falling to 2-1. The Aggies can ill afford a 2nd conference loss. Mathers to the right of Wallace. Quarterback keeper on the edge, diving for the end zone, just like that. Ole Miss strikes first.
Play.
9th play of this drive, 1st and goal. Wallace again, the keeper, just like the first touchdown run. The Rebels, 99 yards in Kyle Field to go up 2 touchdowns. Completions, he's 9 for 9, but only 43 yards. Hill in the pocket. Intercepted by Cody Pruitt, the senior leader of the secondary, weaving through the Aggies. Inside the 20-10, touchdown Ole Miss, 75 yards. Empty backfield. We have not seen Wallace take many downfield shots yet tonight, but here's one again. Single coverage, throws to the end zone, touchdown, Quincy Adebojo. Kirk, you sensed it. And that's it. They won't even kick the extra point. A 15-point margin for Freeze. They follow up the landmark home win over Alabama with a very convincing road win. Bulldogs or Rebels? Which one deserving of the #1 ranking?
Darius Rogers in motion. They're going to run the ball here, and Allen has the first down inside the 20, and he'll score. Touchdown, SC. There's Farmer going across the formation. And Allen a huge hole, and he is gone. 20-10, the touchdown SC. That's 2 for Buck Allen. Kessler wide open. Aguilar touchdown USC. At the 1. It's Allen again, and this time he'll score. 3rd touchdown for Allen. They will, and they don't get it. Leonard Williams all over Jared Baker, scouring from 36. And it's no good! He missed it wide to the right.
And this is a Big 12 battle between Oklahoma State and TCU, 2 top 25 teams on just a spectacular day here in the great state of Texas. And they'll give it to him. Catalan, a huge hole, breaking toward the end zone, on his feet, touchdown, Armstrong. Field with Cliff Murphy. Here's Boykin, and watch out, off to the races, Dotson! 77. Was graduated. Furman, the Michigan transfer. Boykin again, deep ball. Oh, what a catch! Dotson again! Up the sideline! No, he didn't! 84 yards! And they'll hand it to Catalan. And he picks up the first down and more! B.J. Catalan! Touchdown! 35 yards! His second of the day! We've seen 4 different running backs. Now Boykin looking for Gray. He's got a step. Touchdown, Horned Frogs, Deontay Gray. Shakespeare. First down and goal at the 4. And the handoff. Green, touchdown.
Big welcome to the Ford Fox Sports 1 College Football pregame, sponsored by the Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. From the Big 12, it's 4th-ranked Baylor against West Virginia.
The FBS and West Virginia trying to get something up on the board. Man coverage up top. Touchdown, Kevin White. Bowie, cut back, over the top. Touchdown, West Virginia. Petty off his back foot to Goodley. Breaks a tackle, 10-5, touchdown. The gun, right behind him is Smith. Gets a full head of steam, breaks a tackle, walks in, touchdown, West Virginia. Hands it off. Second effort, touchdown. Shock, Linwood. In the backfield, Trickett up top, man coverage. Flags are out, bingo, touchdown, White. Trickett, hot slot, right on the number. Alford, see ya, touchdown. On a knee, Trickett.
Here we go. Here we go.
A fresh set of downs here for K-State. And Waters thinking about running, now throws, and wide open is Gronkowski. Inside the 15, Gronk to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. Here's first down and 11, all right? And there's a pick six, intercepted by McDaniel for a touchdown.
Wow. Continue to make more plays.
They go up tempo here, another pass play and a deep toss. Shepard wide open. He'll score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Waters to the air. To the end zone. And it's caught by Lockett for a touchdown. Knight gonna throw, and it's caught for a touchdown by Blake Bell. The ball game, and here's Waters behind Gronkowski, and it's a touchdown. The quarterback run.
Athlete.
Knight pulls it back and throws. Wide open is Neal. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Honeycutt to try it, tie it rather at 31, and it's blocked. But it's picked up, and then the tackle is made. Here in the Big 12 and made field goals in a career. And he missed it wide to the left. I can't believe he hooked it. And Kansas State, a team to watch, as the Wildcats defeat Oklahoma 31-30. The lone loss for K-State this year at home against Auburn, a game where the Wildcats made too many mistakes.
We welcome you to the Home Depot SEC on CBS. Simply a gorgeous afternoon in Tuscaloosa for this important SEC West encounter between the Texas A&M Aggies and the Crimson Tide of Alabama. And a lot of time patting Bradley Bozeman on his shoulder. It's a toss to Yeldon. It's a touchdown by Yeldon. The 46. They hand it to Yeldon. Touchdown, Alabama. Shot. Sims. Henry up the middle. Touchdown, Alabama. Sims. Yeldon. Oh, it's Cooper. Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper.
I'm trying to find anything right now.
I understand, as if you needed me to congratulate you on the air. Derrick Henry.
Jeez.
Easy.
This is embarrassing for Texas A&M. This is a very proud university that played defense for years.
That's pretty good phrase. Fake the draw. Sims got him wide open. Amari Cooper, touchdown. Play action, Coker. Pulls up, goes deep.
Whoa, that was nice.
Ty Flanoy Smith, number 83. Nick Saban, Kevin Sumlin, midfield. Blake Sims, really a nice, effective day all around.
So often the Irish have been the Goliaths of the sport, but they've been David plenty of times. Dangerous underdogs, snappers of streaks. The Noles are thinking, not tonight. Brendan Carter spends his afternoons in engineering classes. Spends some Saturday nights right here. In the tunnel, Florida State's supposed to go out first, Kurt.
A little bit of gamesmanship going back and forth right now. Florida State is supposed to be coming out. Notre Dame's kind of standing here waiting.
And now the Irish will trot out. Underdogs, but not nearly as big a dogs as they were preseason in this game. Not many expected the Irish to arrive here 6-0. Golson will throw to the end zone. Tackled at the goal line. Corey Robinson. Winston looks right, fires that direction, has a man open, and touchdown. Travis Rudolph, the true freshman, made a man miss, and the Noles answer quickly. Clock at 3. Rolls left, looks to the end zone. High throw, Robinson's got it. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Second of the night. Linebacker, he's coming. They pick him up. Winston fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Rashad Green. Motion on 2nd and 3. They throw it to him. They'll stick with a play that works, and Fuller finds the end zone. And the Irish answer the Noles score. Williams takes a shot, cuts it back, leans for the goal line. Gets there, touchdown, Florida State. Again, on 2nd and go, Williams hammers forward, and for the first time, the Noles lead. Golson rolls, fires, touchdown! A flag is down, hold on. There's a flag on the field.
They might call an offensive pick here. Instead of a rub, it might have been offensive interference with a pick.
Pass interference on the offense. Number 7. 15-yard penalty. Replay 4th down.
Golson steps up, loops to the end zone. Intercepted in the back line. Jacob Pugh. The kneel down. And the Noles, who trailed 5 times tonight, answered every time. Took their first lead deep in the 4th quarter. And the win streak's at 23.
It's the top-ranked team in the land, the Bulldogs of Mississippi State, against the 5-2 Kentucky Wildcats. First on the field, the Wildcats, undefeated at home this year, and 5-2 overall. Right behind them, the Bulldogs of Mississippi State, as we mentioned, first time they have ever played as the #1 team.
Right here.
They hand it instead to Robinson. Strolls in almost untouched.
His backups early.
Zach Jackson and Nelson Adams are also in there. There we go.
Yep, look at that throw.
DeMarco Robinson on the missed tackle. No flags. Touchdown, Kentucky. Prescott. Prescott. Ben Beckwith, number 66. Looked like it was designed all the way. Toles, touchdown. Prescott. Fires it, got a man, caught. Touchdown, Brandon Hill. Touchdown, only his 3rd catch of the season.
13 seniors that make plays for this Mississippi State team.
Goes deep. Javis Blue, touchdown, Kentucky. Blue for Blue. They give it to Robinson. He breaks the tackle. Foot race at the 30. How about the cutback? Josh Robinson angles for the touchdown.
My goodness.
Side attempt this year. They bounce it, it's taken. Holmes has it. Holmes in a foot race, a stiff arm. He's down the sidelines. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Oh,
golly. Now he's going to walk off disappointed after a 197-yard effort. Oh, gosh. They made it 198 now.
Yep.
They go 2-by-2 bunch formation, and they're going to boot this and get Cooper coming out in space where he is so dangerous. Amari Cooper. See ya. Tied, rolling early, just like last week. Nothing's changed.
In breaking routes, been very successful here early.
Here goes Cooper again. Can you possibly have a better start to a game than this? 3rd and 4. Good pull by Blake Sims inside the 10. And he just bumper cars his way right into the end zone. A.J. Johnson missed on it. Derrick Henry gets free. Here goes Henry. Right on in. Cam Sims gave him support with a block.
Will put themselves, they have to now with Ole Miss's loss. Right in the first, I believe, 4 here. 4 coming in the AP poll tonight. Probably be 3 in the college football rankings, a bye, and then what a fantastic November we're going to have to talk about.
Hard to see it any other way.
Are looking live at Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. The Tigers host Steve Spurrier and South Carolina. Auburn knows that a victory tonight keeps them in the discussion for the first ever college football playoff. Fires deep, caught beautifully by Rowland. Shaq Rowland with a touchdown. Is right behind him as Ricardo Lewis goes in motion. Marshall throws, and he's got the big fella, Jesse. Just as you said, Brandon Fultz. 3 to the top of your screen. 2nd down and 6. Looking in that direction. Gonna go for the end zone. Farrell Cooper. Touchdown. Otis Payne cuts back. Touchdown Auburn. Extra point away from a tie. Receivers wide to the right. Thompson's looking left. Gonna throw to Davis underneath. Beautiful. Hit dive for the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. That's the freshman Thomas. Takes fake. Marshall over the 20, 15, 10. Marshall inside the 5. End zone touchdown, Auburn. Another beautiful play fake. The right side. And Marshall keeps it off the fake and basically walks into the end zone. Stands tall. Cooper, the foot race for the end zone. We're an extra point away from another tie. What a terrific call against that defense.
In this type of game.
And he hands off to Lewis. On the end around, and Lewis breaks the daylight. Foot race. Touchdown, Auburn. 75 yards after the 51-yard touchdown by South Carolina. Has time. End zone. Touchdown. Perfect strike to Nick Jones. What a duel between, as Jesse Palmer said, 2 of the best play callers in all of college football. On 3rd and 8. End zone. And diving interception. Picked off by Jonathan Jones. But to the left side. And it was Marshall keeping it. Auburn leads again. Duke Williams on the field. 5 seconds left. Thompson steps up. Fires it toward the end zone. Jump ball. And Auburn's Jonathan Jones comes down with it. Auburn moves on. They stay in the argument to make college football's first Final Four.
2 tight ends. And Elliott trying to get to the edge. Did he get there? Yes, he did. Touchdown.
Freshman Jason Kabin.
Wow, they throw for it from the 2-foot line to Hireman for the touchdown. Blitz coming. Throws across the middle and it's intercepted. Going the other way. And it's going to be out at the 1-yard line for Zettel. No, it's a touchdown. At the 24. Hackenberg's going to go long to the corner of the end zone. And it's caught by Blocknall. 31-yard field goal to tie. Up and good. Hilton in the Wildcat. He'll take the snap straight ahead. He got there. Touchdown, Penn State. Ezekiel Elliott with Barrett. Barrett keeps it again, and he's in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Great patience by Barrett on the mesh point.
And comes in front to lead the way And he goes straight ahead for the first down, and it might be the touchdown. Yes, it is. Barrett for the score. Hackenberg hit and dropped, and the game is over, and it's Bosa.
Well, this is a mismatch. Somehow Bosa got matched up on Akeel Lynch.
Line. Travis Wilson, the quarterback. Rolls out of the pocket. Touchdown, Utah! Clay! It's real!
$102,000 holders of the toughest ticket in college football today on a flawless football evening in Baton Rouge as Ole Miss and LSU get together with high stakes. Split in, first and goal. Fournette. Ball comes out. Rebels think they have the football at the 1 yard line. And it's a touchback. The ball was fumbled into the end zone, and Cody Pruitt recovers for Ole Miss. Play clock at 4. Fired, far side, caught. Diving into the end zone is Cody Core. Touchdown, Ole Miss. No. Jennings, play action fake, throws into the end zone. Touchdown, Logan Stokes. Wallace runs around, fires far sideline to the end zone, picked off. Game over. LSU is going to upset Ole Miss as Ronald Martin seals it. Half pick for Wallace all year, and the Tigers spring another upset in Tiger Stadium.
They've had some success with Dyer. To the ground. Dyer. Toward the goal line. Touchdown, Louisville. Emerging talent. Louisville got him that time. Dyer got the defense, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville. Gardner gets rid of it. It's low. Nifty catch. Stretching for the end zone is Gerald Christian. Touchdown, Cardinals. Winston taking a shot. Got a man wide open out there. If he hits him, it's a touchdown. He does. It is Travis Rudolph. And just like that, the nose strike from 68 yards out. Now they're running it. Cook has room. Cook bursting into the secondary, and he's running toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Winston gets rid of it. Into traffic, and somehow it got through. Urban Lane into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Anybody close to the line of scrimmage. Got it. Into the end zone. Louisville back on top. Dalvin Cook. Cook turns the corner. Cook's loose. He's headed to the end zone. Dalvin Cook touchdown, and Florida State's back on top. Wide receiver, and it is a play-action pass. They'll throw it out of the backfield. It's first down, Florida State. It is going to be touchdown, Florida State. Freddie Stevenson goes into the end zone, and that'll probably do it.
We welcome you to the Home Depot SEC on CBS on a blustery Saturday afternoon. It's the Florida Gators, 3-3 for the year, but losers to Missouri last week during homecoming in Gainesville. They take on a team that has won its last 5. The Bulldogs of Georgia, first on the field, the Gators of Florida. And a rather dispirited welcome, one might say, as they come on the field. Not the case for the Bulldogs of Georgia. One loss on the year. That was game 2, 39. He's 8 of 9 for the year. They fake it, and they go right. And they have a touchdown from Michael McNeely, the holder.
For that time, it would have been intercepted.
Taylor. Touchdown, Gators. 44 of Georgia from the corner. They go the opposite way. It's Jones. Makes his own headway. Down the sideline. Touchdown.
This time.
One blitz coming. It does work this time. Here's Kelvin Taylor going right. Still going. He will score. At last, for Will Muschamp.
The Mountaineers.
There's a play action on first down. Trickett steps up, loops for the end zone. Touchdown, Mario Alford. Bring pressure against the empty. It's a screen underneath. Caught and off and running is Deontay Gray, a sprinter. You're not going to catch him. Quarterback. Option look. Boykin keeps it. It finds the end zone. TCU finally cashes in. And a point away from taking the lead. This is Smith. The whole drive has been Dreamer Smith. Why not let him score? TCU answer on the road into the teeth of that wind. First down throw for Boykin, and the catch is made finally. Dotson loses the ball, picked up. A scoop and score by Terrell Chestnut. If he gets a block, yes. Now 3rd and 5. A handoff. Catalan running free inside the 10. Touchdown TCU. Catalan cuts it back. Touchdown TCU. Lines up again from 37 for the win. And the Frogs, frustrated, find a way to fight back from 9 down in the 4th quarter, 31-30.
In many ways, they embody this state. They are homegrown, they are self-made, and they are hungry for this evening.
And Boot is in. The sophomore running back
this season, staring down a 10-0 deficit.
quickly snapping, and Robinson quickly getting in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Number 1. Tight one down here at Starkville. Prescott chased, launches it downfield, and connects. Oh my, Fred Ross. Dak Prescott. One timeout remains. They're going to play it out. He's going to the end zone. And it is intercepted. Will Redmond saves the day for number 1.
The first official poll came out from the committee on Tuesday. But don't kid yourself. For these two teams and all the others with one loss, the playoffs have already begun. One more loss and you can probably kiss a chance at the first ever college football playoff goodbye. Auburn, so close to the title last year they could taste it. This year, Gus Malzahn's high-octane, high-scoring offense has everyone down on the plains screaming, War Eagle. As the clock struck midnight on Cinderella Ole Miss, the darlings of the Magnolia State had their first misstep of the season last week. But the fans in the Grove will continue to scream hotty-totty as long as the Landshark defense is circling the waters of Oxford. No need to wait until January 1st in the playoffs. They're already here. It's the Tigers and the Rebels. A primetime matchup in prime time next. A packed house at Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. And why not? Number 3 Auburn comes to town to take on the 4th-ranked Rebels of Ole Miss. You take a look at the Western Division standings in the SEC. Mississippi State's got a game starting in about 10 minutes. They're the only ones without a blemish. But with 1 loss each, Ole Miss and Auburn right there on their tails, and both in definite need of a win here tonight. Cut him loose.
Gifted runner.
He's going to keep it straight up the middle. Good enough to get to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Wallace under center. The pitch to Mathers, trying to get to the corner. Got a block. Touchdown. Wallace throws a screen to Treadwell, giving it back to number 1 for the touchdown. Leading by a touchdown. Nick Marshall again firing long out there in double coverage, and he got it to Sammy Coates for the touchdown. Throw it as far as you can and hope that Coates can run under it, and that's what happened. The 15, Wallace, quick throw, completes it. Evan Ingram, the tight end, foot race, he wins it, touchdown.
And Auburn just punching him in the mouth.
Just outside the 1. It's Nick Marshall all alone. Never went down. Touchdown, Auburn.
Chess match going on right now.
Marshall fires. Got a man for the touchdown, and it's Marcus Davis. Nobody out there on him. Let's try to regain the lead. Bo Wallace. Did he get there? Ball comes out at the end. He's in. Touchdown.
Or Thomas.
They set it up in a hurry. The pitch to Artis Payne, and he's got enough energy to get to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Auburn's going to bring a blitz. Quick throw out to who? Guess who? Treadwell weaving through and to the end zone. Touchdown.
That didn't look good at the end of the play either. He got dragged down. His leg was underneath him. He got the ball in the end zone, I think, for a touchdown.
The ball prior to making the goal line. Therefore, with a fumble, the ball was recovered by Auburn. It was over the touchback.
It's Auburn football.
You try to get the first down and then take a shot to the end zone.
Throw is in the middle of the field. Hook and ladder. They'll ladder it all over the place. Wallace throws and incomplete, intended for Jalen Walton. And the game is over. And Auburn has won a huge game on the road. And they stay in the hunt.
Today from Sun Devil Stadium, essentially an elimination game with an eye toward the college football playoff. For the loser, it's the second loss of the season, likely out of the playoff conversation. The winner gets a much-needed resume-boosting win.
Already 3 sacks for ASU. Kelly throws on the run, caught, touchdown, Jalen Strong. Golson, another batted pass that's intercepted. Demarius Randall off to the races. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Coordinator is doing an awesome job of mixing it up, running pass.
And now Kelly throws, man behind the defense, and another touchdown for ASU. Cameron Smith. McDaniel blasted, still got into the end zone. He took a big hit from the hard hitter Longino. Golson faked the short ball, wide open receiver, Amir Carlisle for a touchdown. From the 4, Kelly has Richard in the flat.
What a drive by Arizona State. Really remember is when it looked like they were going to score early in the half. They ended at the 7-yard line of Arizona State. There's another one. Off Robinson, right into the hands of Lloyd Carrington, who might deliver an exclamation point on one of the biggest wins in Arizona State history.
On his high school coaches.
Well, he believed in it. He did. 4th and goal. Kelly the keeper. And Arizona State has another touchdown. Arizona State returns its first win ever against Notre Dame. Now 1-3 all-time against the Irish.
And it's a top 15 matchup in the Big 12 between number 15 Oklahoma and 12th ranked Baylor, as the Sooners get ready to take the field in front of this capacity crowd with a 96th consecutive sellout. On 3rd down and goal, they bring Ford in and motion him out. Knight looks his way, throwing the corner, has Cook! Touchdown, Oklahoma! It's Micaiah Cook from 8 yards. On 3rd down and goal, pressure picked up into the end zone. It's caught! Touchdown, Oklahoma! This time it's Neal again on 3rd and goal.
The house and put 7 on the board in a blink.
Petty throwing for the end zone. It's Coleman for the Baylor touchdown.
And there's the blink.
Petty turns and gives to Chafin for the Baylor touchdown. Promptly taking advantage of the takeaway, and the Bears jump back in front. Lined up in the backfield and takes it up the middle. What a drive for the nation. Linwood again, feeling his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor. We know that plenty can happen over that stretch. Chuck Linwood slipping his way in for another Baylor touchdown.
From Auburn, Alabama, home of War Eagle, a sellout crowd at Jordan-Hare Stadium awaits. The Aggies of Texas A&M. Twice under Kevin Sumlin, beating a top 5 team on the road. And the number 3 ranked Auburn Tigers. The defending SEC champions, the nation's top 1-loss team. Allen play action on 2nd down, completes over the middle. Malcolm Kennedy goes rolling inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Of a defense that's attacking now.
Allen pumps, slant, caught. That's Reynolds. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This one goes for 36. Straight year that Auburn has had a 1,000-yard rusher. Give it to him again. Artis Payne sheds the tackler into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Allen play action over the middle. Seals Jones again. End zone again. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Pressure up the middle. Allen, slant, caught, touchdown. TD pass number 4 for Kyle Allen. This one goes to Josh Reynolds. 41-yard field goal attempt coming from Daniel Carlson. Blocked. Scooped up by the Aggies. Texas A&M, DeShazer, Everett will take it back. Touchdown, Texas A&M. A blocked field goal results in a 65-yard return from Everett. And what a way to end the first half for the Aggies.
Marshall to keep it.
Marshall keeps it untouched. Touchdown, Auburn. Is it the beginning of another magical comeback for the Tigers? Marshall, pump, deep shot, end zone, touchdown, Cornbread. And now it's a one-score game. First and goal. Marshall pulls it. Marshall, touchdown, Auburn.
2nd and goal. Artis Payne. Fumble! Loose ball! Auburn's on top. Artis Payne got back on top of the fumbled exchange between Marshall and the running back. And now we'll check. Artis Payne on top for a moment. Texas A&M football.
Wow. On their heels and play not to lose this game, because that's how you get yourself beat. I think they need to come after it. The ball got snapped forward.
Loose ball. Did Auburn get on top? Aggie football. With 54 seconds left in Auburn, Texas A&M has a 41-38 lead. The football in Auburn is out of timeouts.
The unquestioned leader of that offensive line in the offense. Bad communication, snaps the ball when quarterback Nick Marshall was trying to check out.
With a true freshman quarterback, with 10 freshmen playing on defense, and yet the team to snap the 14-game home winning streak for the Auburn Tigers, the Aggies of Texas A&M. Number 3 goes down, 41-38.
Boykin runs option, keeps it, touchdown, Horned Frogs. 7. Play fake, Boykin in trouble, dancing, buying time, Boykin fires, touchdown! David Porter!
Route combinations and options, and he's taking them.
Boykin now runs it, Boykin looking for the end zone, whoa! Touchdown! Trevon Boykin, 19 yards. First down and 10 at the 35. Here's Green. Green! Green! Look at him go! Aaron Green! Down the sideline! Touchdown TCU! 65 yards! Electricity! Here's the handoff to Johnson. No, it's Boykin! Touchdown! TCU, the final, 41-20. Gary Patterson and the Horned Frogs continue to roll, improving their record to 8-1, 5-1 in the Big 12.
We welcome you to the Home Depot SEC on CBS. Tonight, the renewal of a very intense rivalry. The Alabama Crimson Tide, 7-1 for the year. The LSU Tigers, 7-2. On third down. Oh, one-handed grab by Dupree. Nope.
Was he out of bounds?
That is the ruling.
After review, the receiver had possession of the ball with 1 foot down. Touchdown.
Collins again.
There it is.
To the 5, stiff arm, touchdown, Amari Cooper. Yeldon. Fumble! Ball out! LSU's got it! That one's good, and this one is as well! Four-man rush, Sims. Caught. Yes! DeAndrew White. We are notched at 13.
What a drive. All the pressure.
Squibs it.
Yeah, that's how it was supposed to be done the other way.
Yes. Fournette does get it. Nailed.
I'll bet you that's number 10.
Yes, it is, yes. It's Foster. Cooper wide to the left. Sims. This side. DeAndrew White touchdown. Four-man Alabama rush. Tipped away. Nick Perry. Here's Jennings. Pulls up, lobs it into the end zone. It is tipped and incomplete. And Alabama in overtime, with a wonderfully conceived drive for the tying field goal to set up the OT, prevails.
I thought Jennings could have ran for the first down.
Cook rolling. Going short. Has a man open. First down. Still running into the end zone. Touchdown, Mumphrey. Barrett. 1 second and goal. Quarterback keeper. Design run. And Barrett scampers into the end zone. Ohio State answers. Langford barrels into the end zone. Spartans reclaim the lead. To beat West Virginia last week. Barrett a first down throw on a slant. Complete. Running free is Michael Thomas to the 40. A foot race, and Thomas will win it. 288 total offense. Play action. Barrett loops downfield. Throws for Smith. Touchdown. Elliott. And Ohio State stretches the lead and a shrug. Bosa style from the running back. Barrett rolls, delivers, far side, high throw, touchdown! Dontre Wilson. And 2nd and 6. Elliott cuts it back. Zeke Elliott zipping to the end zone. Final play. Lippett, very, very quiet evening, just shoved out of bounds. Meyer gets the bath. He won't mind that in a chilly night.
And we welcome you to ESPN College Football Finale. Rice-Eccles Stadium sold out tonight in Salt Lake. Their Utes ranked 17th in the country and set to take on the 4th-ranked Ducks of Oregon. Booker and Poole both in the backfield. Again on the option. The pitch goes to Poole. Bubba Poole. Touchdown. And he's going to throw it long. And he's got a man there on the run. Kalen Clay. Gone. Touchdown. .79 yards for the score.
Well, they had 57 yards passing last week.
What's going on the field here? Wait a minute. Joe Walker's in the end zone on the other end.
You know what? Kalen Clay dropped the football before he crossed the goal line. And the side judge...
Rolling down the field, the runner fumbled the ball prior to getting into the end zone. The ball was recovered by the defense. The play is under further review.
This will be interesting.
The side judge was watching it the entire way. Watch Kalen Clay before he crosses the goal line. He drops the ball clearly. What was he thinking?
Oh, my goodness. Mariota, play action. Now he's going to have to make a play. Throws on the run. Touchdown, Oregon. And it's Dwayne Stanford, who was the intended receiver on the previous play.
Two guys don't get in the right gap, and you get gashed for a play.
First and goal at the 6. The corner shot. Farrell Brown, the tight end, for the touchdown. Line. Here comes the extra man on the rush. One-handed catch by Booker. And Booker might book to the end zone. Touchdown. Play action. They're going for it right there. Touchdown. Pedaling. And again, the low snap. Mariota takes it off the turf and throws it down the middle, complete to Stanford. And he's in. Touchdown. Wow, Mariota did all that with a snap that dribbled back to him. So, Freeman heading to the corner. And now the cutback and the walk-in. Royce Freeman, touchdown.
And I like this. I really do. I like this by Mark Helfrich. They've scored enough. They've impressed enough. Respect your opponent. Respect the opposing coaching staff. And head on back to Eugene.
The Oregon Ducks have wrapped up the Pac-12 North. They're going to play in the Pac-12 championship regardless.
Snow and wind was in the forecast, and in the land of Rock Chalk Jayhawk, it's positively balmy. The Horned Frogs of TCU come a-calling from Fort Worth to take on the Kansas Jayhawks. As the Horned Frogs look to make a bit of their own history by impressing the committee in the dawning of the college football playoff era. And the current standings show that the body of work for now has TCU looking good. Quick cross right to his man Slanina. Touchdown. The slant worked perfectly. 27 yards, and the Horned Frogs get the early lead.
In the end zone.
Avery. Touchdown. 4 out of 6 on third down conversions. This is another opportunity. Mundan. Touchdown. He got away from Dawson.
Side to throw a fade.
Oh, he kept it. Cummings, touchdown.
It looks some sort of pick route here.
They go option. Easy pickings. Touchdown, Aaron Green.
Touchdown, TCU.
Is the running back. For the corner. Is it balanced and caught by King? It is. Nigel King, the tip drill, the touchdown. Now tell me if they're going left or right like Hank did. They go left, and it's Aaron Green. Touchdown. 24 yards. This will be a huge series for the Kansas defense, and they're helped by this boot. A big one to Eccles Looper. But he's got an avenue, and he's got sprinter speed. World-class speed. There he goes. Touchdown. Huge play here for Cummings. Oh, he had Mundan, and he overthrows it, and it's picked off. Intercepted by Hackett. Chris Hackett will take it out. That one just was airmailed by Cummings. Mundan was open in the crease. Well, TCU staves off a feisty group of Jayhawks today. And the Horned Frogs, we'll see how this affects them this week.
They didn't win with the impressiveness that I think they had hoped for. We thought coming into the game.
Here came the rush, and he gets rid of it quickly, and the ball is now loose, and that is Austin Collinsworth headed to the end zone for the touchdown. Simeon looking for the corner route. Beautiful grab by Prater for the touchdown. And on first and goal, Jackson looking for the end zone for the touchdown. And Northwestern takes over the lead. Wilson resume, first and 10. Golson to pass. He's got Fuller, and he's got the touchdown. Right out to Fuller. And Fuller, first down, inside the 10, and shows that speed, sprinting to the end zone for the touchdown. Be big if Northwestern can just
get out of here with a field goal, but that's not going to happen because Fuller's got another one. Third of the game. Simeon looks right, nothing there, walks into the end zone for the score. Kick is up, it's got plenty of leg, and Jack Mitchell has tied it. 38. Zaire didn't get a point after down. He gets this one down, and Brinza's got plenty of leg, but this one drifts off to the left. No good. And this to pull off the upset again at Notre Dame Stadium. 41-yarder on the way for Mitchell. Absolutely good. And Northwestern has beaten Notre Dame. 19 years removed from another upset.
And let's call it a couple. Off the left side, huge hole. Touchdown, Brandon Wilds. 30 seconds. Harris. Over the middle, Robinson. Touchdown, Florida. High snap, they give it to Jones. He will just get the nose of the football across the line for a Gator touchdown. Low snap, option game. The pitch to Davis, he dropped it. Did he fall on the end? Yes, touchdown. Oh my goodness. Kyle Crowfoot will hold it. Clean snap, good hold, kick is on the way. It is right through the uprights. One swing pass to Cooper. Dylan Thompson to the end zone, touchdown, South Carolina wins it.
The Wildcats take the field here in Tucson. A lot of enthusiasm and excitement surrounding this football team. Ranked 14th in the nation. Today they play host to the Washington Huskies.
Wilson. Touchdown. And the double play in the end zone. Touchdown, Joshua Perkins. 36 yards. 2nd and 17. And Washington. Whoa, he broke free. Dwayne Washington. What a sprint. Washington, touchdown, 66 yards. And they fake it. Skowron, running to the corner. Skowron, touchdown, Arizona. Nick Wilson. Touchdown, Arizona. His second of the first half. Washington, the deep back. They pitch it to him. Running right. Stiff arm. Touchdown. Dwayne Washington. And for the win. Clean snap. Got it.
Today, the much-anticipated matchup between the top-ranked Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Keeps knocking down passes.
Here's Robinson. Dangerous to hold. This could be it.
Yep.
Safety. Geno Smith was first there. Matched up against Cooper. There's Cooper. There's a touchdown. Thinking about the folks who don't know our point of reference. Deep for Cooper. Leaping. Catching. At the 1. He gets the handoff and he gets a fumble.
Well, I'll tell you, on that play, Cooper thought he scored.
Official, here's Matt Moore.
The ruling on the field, touchdown.
Into the end zone, intercepted by Cyrus Jones. Prescott got a man open, touchdown. Fred Ross.
You can't design it any better than this.
Yeldon. T.J. Yeldon. Touchdown, Alabama. Across the middle, tipped and intercepted. That's the third interception of the night. Landon Collins with the third interception of the year. Into the end zone, touchdown, Jamian Lewis. Up in the air, DeAndrew White. Blake Sims leads the Crimson Tide to the win. Nick Saban cannot repress the smile.
The Bulldogs. The Tigers. East meets West as the Deep South's oldest rivalry set for another go-round next. For Auburn in 100-yard games. Artis Payne follows his blockers beautifully, heads to the sideline and the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Mason fires a slant. Got him. Mitchell, touchdown. Draw him off sides. Nope, it's Chubb. And it's Nick Chubb to the end zone. Touchdown. Third down and 2. The toss to him. Gurley heading to the end zone. Untouched. Touchdown, Georgia. Marshall flushed out of the pocket. Throws back across his body, and it's intercepted by Herrera.
Runs only one short pass. Here's the 10th run.
Chubb. Nick Chubb gets away from everybody to the end zone. Touchdown. Well, Georgia goes to 6-2. Their hopes for a trip to Atlanta for the SEC title game very much alive. They just need some help somewhere along the line.
Johnson in the I formation. They fake it to him. Kaya loops it downfield. Dorsett, touchdown, Miami. Lineman. Well, they go right. Johnson bounces it. Fight to the corner. Touchdown, Canes. The year that Miami would turn it around. Kaya again over the middle. Has the tight end Walford running free. All the way to the end zone. And Miami answers. Batted away and caught for a touchdown on the carom by Carlos Williams. He's got it again. Breaking tackles again. Dalvin Cook running to the end zone, and Florida State ties it up and goes in front for the first time. Kaya steps up, delivers over the middle, intercepted by who else but Jalen Ramsey, who slides down to the 16. Battle between old rivals to join the long list of entertaining games. We'll see Brad Kaya in more of these in his career.
Hansbrough offset left, running the right side on his own. Reed, and he may go. Hansbrough to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, to the house. Bunched to each side of the field on 3rd and 1. Hansbrough running left with McGovern in front to the left sideline to the 40, steps inside to the 35, on his feet, 30, he's going to go. 20, 10, house. Missouri's got the lead with 5:40 to play in the 3rd. Number 6, Arizona State, taking on Oregon State. Receptions. They're running and gash them up the middle. They got ripped. Lacerated. Woods. Storm Woods. Touchdown, Beavers. College football. Alabama winning against Mississippi State. And this is
Teron Ward, one guy to beat. Ward in a race to the end zone. Touchdown Beavers! To the top of your screen. Wide open underneath. It's caught by Cole. Still on his feet. Touchdown Arizona State. One of their home run hitters. Here's the pressure. And that time they get to Mannion. The ball comes loose. It's a scoop. And it's a score. But there's a flag down on the play as Longino takes it into the end zone. Let's see if it stands or not.
There is no foul on the play.
On 2nd and 7, here comes the blitz. Wide open, touchdown Beavers. Bolden got him. Here comes the heat. Mannion had time, got a man, caught. Villeman. Touchdown Beavers. Second and 10. Kelly over the middle, picked off! He's picked off! This might do it! Beavers score! The doctor! Kelly under heat, and he's sacked! That'll do it! DJ Alexander drops him. And Mike Riley, who had a rough 4 weeks in a row with some near misses, will see his team snap their 4-game losing streak.
We welcome you to Home Depot SEC on CBS. This afternoon we are in Fayetteville. The Ole Miss Rebels come to town to take on the Arkansas Razorbacks. Here's the running back. Play action. Allen goes deep, got a man. Caught. Keon Hatcher, touchdown, Arkansas.
What a drive, huh?
I
don't know. Oh, they called touchdown.
Yeah, they did.
Yes, they did.
He's in the slot. Oh, they got him open, and it's intercepted again. Picked off by Rohan Gaines. He's got a convoy. He's got a chance. Rohan Gaines, touchdown, Arkansas.
Shutout here.
2nd and 14. Buchanan across the middle. Intercepted.
There he is, Ellis.
Picked off by Brooks Ellis. Timing is perfect.
I tell you, this is a great catch by Brooks Ellis. Improved all year, and what a finish. They will run into 2015.
They're going bowling. And they've still got a regular season game left.
The Rose Bowl in Pasadena, where tonight the USC Trojans and the Bruins of UCLA meet for the 84th time in the nation's most famous crosstown rivalry. Play action, Hundley near his own goal line. Fires, intercepted, and it's going to be a touchdown. Anthony Cerro, the opening score on defense. USC thinking about a blitz off the corner. They're going to bring it. Hundley stands in, fires, end zone, wide open, touchdown. Devin Lucien. On the next drive, 3 out of 4, including a scoring toss. And here's a wide open Duarte. He might take it. Touchdown, UCLA. First down from the 13. Hundley fires, end zone, touchdown. Eldridge Messington.
Well, they knew exactly how much time they needed.
This is going to be a cakewalk for Perkins. Touchdown. At the 15-yard line. And now Hundley straight up the middle, touchdown. His 8th of the year on the ground. Jim Mora's club goes to 9-2 and 6-2. There you see, pretty good friends with a hug out there at midfield. Well done, UCLA. Final score 38-20. USC falls to 7-4, 6-3 in conference play, and the Bruins go to 9-2 and 6-2. And one more order of business at hand, and that's Stanford. And if they can take care of that one as well, they'll be playing Oregon for the conference championship.
Seminole football shoulders a much-needed emotional step forward as they host the Eagles of Boston College. And it's Carlos Williams, touchdown. There's some movement up front, no flags. Now Murphy throws back down the middle, has a man wide open. Shaquem Phillips beat the secondary for 49 yards, and Murphy did a great job of keeping the play alive and finding it.
Worried about that at this point.
And they are not terribly deep with experienced wide receivers, but O'Leary is a record-setting tight end, and Winston goes to him for a touchdown. 30 yards to Nick O'Leary. King freshman. Quarterback keeper Murphy, 5, touchdown. Tyler Murphy, nice fake. At home, but he kicks what appears to be the game winner. This pass over the middle, incomplete, and that's it. 27 straight for FSU. A Herculean effort by Boston College. They nearly get the upset on the road.
The Marshall Thundering herd very tough here at Jones C. Edwards Stadium on campus in Huntington, West Virginia. Conference USA foes. They've won 3 in a row. The Western Kentucky Hilltoppers.
So Western Kentucky, if they can put their early foot on the throat, a lot of time scrambling into the end zone and a touchdown. 17 yards from out of the backfield, Leon Allen.
Seasons he's been there, and he's still putting up the numbers he has.
Well, you were talking about quarterbacks. There's quarterbacks all over the field in this one. Down the field it goes. Taywan Taylor all the way to the end zone, touchdown. You want a quarterback? We've got a pair. 75 yards for the strike.
Chemistry that this offense has developed so well.
3 receivers on the high side. Into the corner, a Marshall touchdown. Highland Foster out of South Carolina, just a freshman. That time he beat Brandon Leston for 14. Plenty of time, diving with the touchdown grab, tight end Tyler Higbee, a gain of 20 into the end zone.
See if Cato can find the man.
He's got time to throw, he's got a man, he's got the hands into the end zone, touchdown. Kevin Johnson. Allen blocking now across into the end zone for a touchdown. From the season, Butler's still back in there, running back across the 40 to the 30. Down to the 20. Butler, touchdown, Marshall. 48 yards. Butler, 142 rushing yards. He will add to that tally. He will add a journey to the end zone. 22-yard touchdown trot. Lines up next to Dowdy. Serves as a fullback. Fighting for some freedom, and a beautiful play by Dangerfield, who streaks to the end zone as he cuts back between the hash marks. 35-yard touchdown. Remy Watson is in on a play fake. Thrown apple stretches into the end zone for a touchdown. The tight end.
Success with that.
Cato now feels forced to throw again.
Across his body, back the other way, eluding, and down the sideline goes Foster with the dive. He finds Paydirt, or did he? Yes, he did, into the end zone. 25 yards and a touchdown. There is pressure. Dowdy, deep, leaping grab in the back of the end zone. Touchdown! Wow. Jared Dangerfield, 25 yards. How did he do it? Western Kentucky going for the victory. Rolling to his right, quick strike, and they did it! Western Kentucky has ended the perfect season into the hands of Willie McNeil. A shocker here in West Virginia, and it is over for Marshall. They end the regular season 11-1.
Well, they went to it, the sprint out.
Scarlet and gray. Nate, Archie, Charles, the Big House, the Horseshoe, Dot the I, Hugh the Victors. It's not just game time. It's time for the game.
We welcome you to ESPN on ABC College Football, presented by Kay Jewelers, as part of ESPN's rivalry series presented by Jiffy Lube. And first down and goal. Barrett dumping it off, and it's a touchdown for Nick Van Eck. The Buckeyes strike first. Gardner in trouble, fires complete for the touchdown. Wide open is Jake Butt. Here's Johnson powering to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Michigan. And the Wolverines take the lead. 44-yard field goal try from here. Barrett with time, pumps, now steps up and runs. Inside the 20, inside the 10, Barrett to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Barrett gets a block from Elliott, and Barrett finds Paydirt. Buckeyes back on top. Inside the 5, Johnson into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Jalen Marshall. And now Barrett handing it off. Elliott powers in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Elliott has the first down and more. And Elliott's going to have a touchdown. On 4th and 1, Elliott takes it to the house. Season. Here comes a blitz. It's picked up. Gardner, though, is wrapped up by Bosa. The ball's out. Darren Lee's got it for Ohio State. Going for the exclamation point. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Since then, Jones takes a knee, and that's it. Michigan's season is over. Ohio State keeps its playoff hopes alive with win number 11.
In goal. Handoff. Linwood. Touchdown Bears. Yard gain. Play action. Petty. Touchdown. Formation. 5 of them out on the rotation. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Seth Russell in at quarterback. Taking another shot into the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown Norwood. Mahomes downfield. And it's caught. Marquez, touchdown. Like they try to set up the screen. Washington with a catch. Got a great kick-out block. Washington on the move. Mahomes with all day. And now has a man downfield. Marquez. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
But here's your two-point play, Jonesy.
This is their season for salvation. Mahomes got to get rid of it, and he's swarmed and swallowed for the sack.
Now in the lineup next to Leidner. Leidner on the run. To the edge. Leidner to the goal line. And Leidner in for the touchdown. And Cobb breaks a tackle. Cobb into the open field.
today for the Badgers. And Clement with the carry. Clement with a hole. Nice cutback. Clement into the secondary. Clement inside the 5. Touchdown. Badgers take the lead. Gordon the carry. Gordon into the end zone for the touchdown. Minnesota on the doorstep. Widener on the key. Widener reaching for the goal line. Touchdown. And the Gophers vault right back in it as Leidner scores to bring Minnesota within 4. Hard line. Stave off the play action. Stave for the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Rob Wheelwright.
The 6th game of the year. They were patient with him, and he came back.
And the Badgers do not have to snap it again. And Wisconsin making a beeline for the axe as it's brought out by Bucky. And there is the axe. It's staying in Madison. The Wisconsin Badgers, your 2014 Big Ten West Division champions. Ohio State and Wisconsin, the Big Ten title game in Indy on Saturday night.
Trying to get to 10 wins, possibly to Fiesta Bowl, maybe even more. As Arizona meets Arizona State, we are live here on Fox. As the Sun Devils make their way on the field. Championship possibly at stake. Todd Graham made his way from Tulsa to Pittsburgh. And now in his 3rd season, he brings back the Frank Kush look to Tucson. Strong was in motion. Kelly, backside pressure. It's on the ground. Picked up by Arizona. All the way to the house. It's a touchdown. Loose ball. Solomon lost it again. It's recovered and taken in for the touchdown. Demetrius Cherry. On the slant, Samaje Grant. The slant to Grant. And oh, does it pay off? Touchdown. Play fake to him. Back of the end zone. Hands of Velcro. Touchdown. Jalen is some strong. They go shotgun. And there's the handoff to Wilson, and he pops it. Nick Wilson, touchdown. Safety valve. Richard DeMario goes again.
State.
1st and goal. They go fast again. Quick as a cat. Touchdown. Wilson.
Condoleezza Rice elated. Tim and Joe.
How about this for elation? Nick Wilson pops it all the way for the touchdown. 2nd and 14. Pressure again. Solomon gets away. Bad wheel and all. His pass caught. Touchdown. Samaje Grant again. Bercovici throwing back of the end zone. Nelson, touchdown. DeMarie. Incomplete. This is a program that's never been to a Rose Bowl. It's number 11, but with a bullet. Rich and his family can celebrate.
You couldn't ask for a better day for some clean old-fashioned hate here in Athens, GA. The Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, the Georgia Bulldogs,
It's SEC Network Football presented by Allstate. A showdown between two top 20 teams as they get it together for the 107th time going back to 1893. Handoff to Chubb, left side, touchdown Georgia. Thomas will throw it, lob it up in the air. Touchdown Georgia Tech. They go to Darren Waller, all 6'5", hauls in the pass. Thomas keeps it. And he is stopped shy of the goal line. Georgia says they have it. No whistle. Damian Swan. There he goes. Third quarter. Lasky left side, touchdown, Georgia Tech. Lasky right side, breaks a tackle, touchdown, Georgia Tech from 8 yards away, and the Jackets have the lead. Third down, Thomas. Lost the football. Georgia has it, Amarlo Herrera.
The one thing that you couldn't have happen.
Chris Conley, touchdown, Georgia. He got it! 53 yards! Lasky driving to the end zone, touchdown, Georgia Tech. Passes intercepted. Georgia Tech wins it. DJ White with his 4th pick of the year, but the biggest one of 2014 for the Jackets.
Along with Brian Cox Jr. and Fowler as Winston rolls in the end zone. Picked off again. A 3rd pick in the first quarter. Brian Poole this time. It's a big moment now for the Noles defense trying to keep the Gators out of the end zone. A first down throw. It is picked off. Picked off by Terrence Smith, who's headed the other way. A convoy of blockers. Terrence Smith all the way to the end zone. Winston pressure throws end zone. Leaping catch, touchdown O'Leary. Play action. Winston flips for the end zone. Wide open once again is O'Leary. Punt to the Gators on first down. Harris throwing to the end zone. Touchdown. Clay Burton collects it, and perhaps the Gators a chance to turn momentum back their way. Harris delivers over the middle, behind his receiver. Had Robinson open, couldn't find him. So Florida State marches on to the ACC championship game. Win streak intact, 28 in a row. And Will Muschamp's Florida coaching career is over.
Mississippi State game, the stakes are so high.
Down the middle. Evan Ingram at the 1-yard line.
The linebacker and throw it.
Wallace.
Oh, they're not calling that a touchdown.
No, they are.
To review, the runner crossed the plane of the goal line with the ball. Touchdown.
One for the old Scandinavian. And here we go again. Oh, I think he's across. Yes. Touchdown.
That's power, isn't it?
Mississippi State. And they've got the lead. Liggins. That time with authority. Toss. Very good pressure defensively. This is Walton. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's a foot race. And Walton is going to go all the way.
They have not let up.
Prescott throws it deep left side into the end zone. Did he hang on? Yes, he did. De'Runnya Wilson.
Well, rushing at 177 so far.
Here's Wilkins again. He fat back pass. Caught. Cody Core. Touchdown. Jordan Wilkins to Cody Core. Prescott. Incomplete. Ball goes over on downs.
He's got to be having a joyous day along with his alma mater.
The high hopes with which they entered the game have disappeared. Mississippi State lost any chance. Oh dear.
From Corvallis and Research Stadium, the Beavers hosting the #2 team in the country, the Ducks of Oregon. Playing in what we assume will be his final regular season game in that uniform is the Heisman frontrunner, Marcus Mariota. He goes out. As you see, they have almost 50 yards more a game in the last 5 outings. Mariota to the air, wide open, and it's Charles Nelson for the touchdown. On 2nd down and 7, Mariota. And that time he got it somehow to Freeman for a touchdown. What a great catch by the tailback. I thought he overshot him. Oregon State would really like to get off the field. 3rd and 7. Mariota steps up, rips one, perfect strike downfield, and it's Byron Marshall, and he is gone. Touchdown. For Mannion. Mariota, big opening, left side, shows his running ability and a touchdown. 23 yards, now he does it with his legs.
For his ability to kind of mix and match here over the last 6 weeks.
Mariota going for it all, corner, touchdown, Charles Nelson. Scoring toss number 4 for Mariota, and now his night is over. Luke Del Rio on what might be the final play of this Civil War. Buys himself some time, finally throws, incomplete, and the ball game is over. So Oregon wins its 11th game of the year. They go on to play in the Pac-12 championship against Arizona. Season and career over for Sean Mannion as they fall to 5 and 7.
You are looking live at Bryant-Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa, Alabama on an Iron Bowl Saturday night. For an entire year, this drama has been building. For Auburn, the memory of Kick 6 is the sweetest ever. For Alabama, the pain still lingers. All games matter to the Tide faithful, but this game matters most of all. You are watching the SEC on ESPN. The Auburn Tigers take the field in Tuscaloosa. Nick Saban, after congratulating his seniors minutes ago, leads this Crimson Tide team out. They are already this evening champions of the SEC West as Ole Miss eliminated Mississippi State 31-17. But the Tide, they're stalking bigger game. Power with Yeldon. Touchdown, Alabama.
Alabama's tight end.
3 of 3. Here's his 4th throw, and he wants the end zone. Cooper got it. Touchdown, Bama. Marshall. Touchdown, Auburn. Sammy Coates. Jumbo. Yeldon, touchdown. Alabama regains the lead. Going deep again. Got a man. Touchdown. Sammy Coates, his second of the night. Touchdown, Auburn. Quan Bray. Play action. Sims has time. Goes. Cooper's wide open. Touchdown, Alabama.
Then potentially from the playoff possibility.
Sims gonna go deep. Wants Cooper. Cooper's got it. Touchdown, Alabama. Then they back off, rush 4. Marshall, though, in a foot race. On the move, right side, up for grabs, intercepted at the 45 by Perry, Nick Perry. And Alabama will have a first down in Auburn territory. Sims looking back at number 9, and now he's going to take off. Slips into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. Our 4th lead change of this game.
Roll out.
Touchdown, White. DeAndrew White, the senior from Houston, Texas, on senior day. Here's Henry, swinging wide, breaks free, end zone. That could be the dagger. In 18 seconds, that memory has been erased. Alabama wins the highest scoring Iron Bowl in history. Blake Sims saluting this great fan base here. An 11-point victory for the Tide in the highest scoring Iron Bowl ever.
The Pac-12 championship. The number 2 Oregon Ducks, who win and get in the dawning of the college football playoff era. And Arizona trying to say, we've lost 2, but we're the best that have lost 2.
Nelson, the play fake, Mariota,
the touchdown. And Mariota. Play fake again, Mariota again, all the way to the pylon, touchdown. Marcus with plenty of time. It's caught. Touchdown, Devin Allen. From the 11. Rolling and throwing. Back to the end zone. Carrington, touchdown. This is the 8th different starting lineup, and no one's played the same position twice. How about the walk-on taking it in? Touchdown, Kenny Bassett. 25 yards on the run to close the game. But congratulations to Mark Helfrich and the Oregon Ducks, the 2014 Pac-12 champions.
Welcome to ESPN College Football, presented by 5 Hour Energy. It's a part of Dr. Pepper Championship Week. It's the Conference USA Championship. Here come the thundering herd of Marshall University, and while it won't be an undefeated season, it can still be a championship season. Big play by the quarterback, Rakeem Cato, to keep it alive, and he fires to the end zone for 6. Touchdown to Deontay McManus. Cato rolling right, looking to the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Mark Russell. His second hookup with Deontay McManus. Pressure coming, circle, throws the interception. It's picked off by Neville Hewitt. The comeback win for the Thundering Herd. Down 17-7 in the second quarter. They rally to win it 26-23 here in Huntington.
They give it up the middle and getting close to the goal line. Did they give it to him? Grayson's in for a touchdown. It's ECU back to first and goal, back to Stanback, reaching for the goal line, and he scores. Touchdown UCF. A lot of big guys in front of Stanback, and he'll find his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Consecutive 22-yard gains, and now Carden is throwing to the end zone and going up the middle and scoring is Cam Worthy. Touchdown East Carolina. Now thrown to the end zone, wide open man. It's a touchdown for East Carolina. Marquez Grayson.
Take the lead.
Carden pulled it out, throw to the end zone. Touchdown East Carolina. The Pirates have the lead. Justin Hardy.
The receivers up here.
Holman has time to unload it. He fires it high, he fires it deep. Perriman's out there, and he caught it for the touchdown! He caught it for the touchdown! UCF wins it!
We welcome you inside the Georgia Dome in the heart of downtown Atlanta. This is the SEC Championship on CBS, presented by Dr. Pepper. The Alabama Crimson Tide against the Missouri Tigers. First on the field, Alabama's Crimson Tide. Four, and right behind them, the Tigers of Missouri in their second consecutive appearance in Atlanta.
In this game,
T.J. Yeldon, touchdown Alabama. DeAndrew White near side, play action, Sims goes deep, he's got White down there. White's got it, touchdown Alabama.
Take the tight end.
Up the middle, Yeldon, touchdown. Alabama extends its lead. Motion. Sims rolling out, fires it. Caught by Jones. Touchdown, Alabama. Tiger defensive backs. Now Derrick Henry gets the handoff. He comes right. He's got Fowler in front. He's got a touchdown.
100 yards more in offense than Missouri has given up all year.
Henry, touchdown. Take a knee. Two teammates from 40 years ago meet at the center of the field. Nick Saban, Gary Pinkel.
If you will. Number 9, Kansas State. Number 6, Baylor, set to square off here in Waco. Who's in? We find out officially tomorrow afternoon. But Oregon took care of their business with a Pac-12 title victory over Arizona last night. Earlier this afternoon, TCU in a rout over Iowa State. They staked their claim. And just minutes ago in Atlanta, Alabama beat Missouri. So the top-ranked Tide know that they're playoff bound. And that again brings us to why we're here and how it looks in the college football rankings. Alabama on top, Oregon number 2, TCU number 3. Florida State and Georgia Tech are getting together in about 15 minutes. And that brings us to the Baylor Bears.
Field, and we got it again.
And he's going to try for his 5th rushing touchdown of the year, and he's got it from a yard out. A yard in those 2 carries, and now 3rd down and goal. Linwood, this time he makes it. Touchdown.
It's Jefferson, and he backs his way in. Touchdown, Baylor.
And colored with Coach Snyder, a great support system.
Oh, great story, too. Long ball, man open. Antoine Goodley, touchdown. First and goal at the 2. Jefferson. Touchdown. Nope.
Yep,
He's
they're
short.
coming in from the backside.
Okay, Langeman calls touchdown. Not a lot of touchdowns, but a lot of yards and a lot of big throws when they needed them. There's the final kneel down. And here comes a cold coach if they can catch him. Oh, they caught Coach Bennett. Phil got wet. Art didn't.
Yeah, Art was too quick.
Yep. So a share of the Big 12 crown goes to the Baylor Bears. They'll share it with TCU, and only the committee knows and can tell you tomorrow, starting at 12:30 on ESPN, which one they view as the better team and one that's more worthy maybe of being in that Final Four playoff.
Inside, we're ready for the 2014 championship game as the 13th ranked Wisconsin Badgers prepare to take on the 5th ranked Ohio State Buckeyes. Hi, everybody. Gus Johnson along with my partner Charles Davis, and welcome to Naptown. CD, I just got one thing to say. Cardale Jones. Cardale.
Here's Jones. Steps back. Looks downfield. Lets it go. He's got a receiver, Devin Smith. Oh! He made the catch! Touchdown, Buckeyes! Jones handing it off. Elliott again! Watch out! 40, 30, 20. They're playing that Buckeye swag song already. 81 yards. Now he'll line up as a wide receiver. Jones dropping back, going for it. Oh! Oh my goodness! Devin Smith again! Tebow never threw it like this. Here's Zeke Elliott. Second touchdown of the day. Gordon. And Gordon lost it. Bosa, touchdown Buckeyes. Football. Here's Jones dropping back. He's looking for his favorite man, Devin Smith again. Oh! 12 gauge, baby. 42 yards. Cardale Jones and Devin Smith doing it again. To 2 touchdowns. And they'll hand it off to Samuel. Samuel. Touchdown Buckeyes. And that's it. The final score from Indianapolis. Ohio State 59, Wisconsin nothing. Urban Meyer wins his first Big Ten championship game.
The Dr. Pepper ACC championship game between the Florida State Seminoles and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, part of Dr. Pepper Championship Week. Second and goal. Hand off to Days. Watt down, an excellent tackle, but not before he scores. And the Ramblin' Wreck rambles 71 yards in their first possession in the senior's career. Winston, play action on first down. Takes another shot. Downfield, O'Leary wide open and will stroll into the end zone. It's Lasky behind Thomas. He's got it, and he just walks into the end zone. Winston, looping throw. Defender fell down, wide open for a touchdown is Green. Winston to the end zone, in traffic, touchdown. Another for Rashad Green. Down, hat trick. Days again, walks in. Third touchdown for the senior. Ball now at the 25. Thomas fires near sideline again. It's just a two-man game. Breaking a tackle is Waller diving for the pylon. Touchdown Tech. They're still alive.
Sure are.
Here we go. Bunted up there and recovered by Florida State. They couldn't create that funny hop. That was a very straightforward recovery made.
I thought we should just mention that before we go off the air.
They're picked 5th preseason in the Coastal. Get here to the championship game. But again, it's going to be the Noles winning the conference title, capping a perfect regular season and feeling very comfortable that with that record, they will not slide below 4 when the rankings come out tomorrow.
We are ready now to unveil the 4 teams who will compete for the national championship in the first college football playoff. So let's take a look at the bracket right now, and we will start at the top. College football playoff rankings brought to you by AT&T. Sitting at number 1, Alabama holds its spot after winning the SEC championship. The Crimson Tide will be in New Orleans to play a semifinal in the Sugar Bowl. Sitting at number 2, the Oregon Ducks, champions of the Pac-12. 1, 2, 3. I think we know who 3 is going to be. Let's take number 3.
Florida State.
It is Florida State. So Florida State moved up to number 3, and they will play Oregon in Pasadena on New Year's afternoon. And you're going to go ahead and show you number 4, and then we'll pop out number 5 and 6. None of us know who it is. So who will play Alabama? And it will be the Buckeyes of Ohio State, champions of the Big Ten that make it into the college football playoff. Another 12-win season under Urban Meyer. And this one pays off with a spot in the playoff.
It's the Music City Bowl from Nashville. The Fighting Irish against the Tigers. As we welcome you to the Franklin American Mortgage Music City Bowl game, the 17th edition here from LP Field in Nashville. Foul in motion to the top of your screen. Zaire completes it. Touchdown Notre Dame, Fuller. Ankle injury for the season as well. Fournette into the boundary, and he's going to waltz in on the score. Touchdown Tigers. Dixon with a great block leading the way. Bolston in motion. Zaire keeps it again. Malik Zaire, touchdown Notre Dame. Yeah, these kind of situations. On the return from the goal line. Fournette. Got a hit of steam. Leonard Fournette ready to kick that turbo in. He is gone. Colston bouncing it outside. Got a block from Zaire. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Backfield beside Jennings. Jennings stepping back to pass and wide open at the 45. Diarse. One guy to beat. Diarse. Touchdown, Tigers. Wow.
They do about their scheduling.
Jennings on the toss. This is Fournette breaking into the clear, and he can be trouble. 7, taking it for 6. Touchdown, Tigers. Colston leading the way, running. And this is Procise. One guy to beat. Lunging. Touchdown, Notre Dame. What an answer. They got it down, and he knocked it through. Notre Dame wins it.
Welcome to Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, and welcome to ESPN's coverage of the 2015 Outback Bowl, part of Capital One Bowl Mania. Happy New Year, and the fans are set for football here in Tampa. It's number 19 Auburn and number 18 Wisconsin. And a rollout for Stavi. Has a connection into the end zone. Guess who? Corey Clement. Touchdown, Badgers. Artis Payne into the end zone. War Eagle on the board. An extra point away from a tie. Nick Marshall looking deep. Ricardo Lewis behind the Badgers. Touchdown, Auburn. Six straight runs to start off the second half for Wisconsin. And Melvin Gordon makes it a touchdown on run number 6. They're going to run the play. It's Gordon. He's got the first down and more. Makes a move. Melvin Gordon inside the 20. Uses the stiff arm. Pylon. Is he in? It's a Wisconsin touchdown. Wisconsin brings a blitz. Pump fake by Marshall. He's looking end zone. He's got a receiver. He's got a touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, his third touchdown of the season. Gordon drives for the goal line. Is he in? No signal yet. It is a Wisconsin touchdown. And the Badgers answer right back. Artis Payne at the goal line. He's in. Auburn's got the lead back on a Cameron Artis Payne touchdown. Leononi forced overtime a moment ago. And he's good again. Will it bend inside the upright? It does not. It hits the upright. And Wisconsin wins the Outback Bowl in overtime.
The Ooga Booga gets you every time.
Gibbs again. And into the end zone again. A touchdown catch, and now a 15-yard touchdown run for Aaron Green. Touchdown, Boykin to Dotson. They are attacking down after down. Tough to escape that. Was that picked off? What an effort by James McFarland. Touchdown TCU. Brutal mistake by Wallace, and McFarland cashes in.
Man-to-man.
Third down and 11 for Boykin. Here's that jump ball you talk about.
Wow.
And who comes down with it but Listenby. That's what they do time and time again. Put it up for grabs, and Listenby brings it in. Play action for Boykin. As he gets to the edge, slings it to the end zone. Wow. And another touchdown. Josh Doctson stepped in front. Dotson with a touchdown catch. 27 yards from Boykin. Easier to complain and sit back and rail against those who left them out. Instead, they came into the New Year 6 and they dominated. TCU.
You are looking live at Sun Life Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. It's prime time for the Capital One Orange Bowl. Mississippi State of the SEC against Georgia Tech of the ACC. The Ramblin' Wreck arriving here. The Bulldogs arrive. When we throw it, we mean it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Darren Waller giving Prescott time, and he's going to run behind the line for the touchdown. Steps in, there's that play action, and Thomas with that great speed, end zone, dive, pylon, put it on the board. Prescott's got time, and he launches it toward the end zone and targets galore. Dive for touchdown, Fred Ross. They start that motion the other direction, come back with Days, and there's a huge hole. Midfield. And he batters his way toward the end zone. Goes in for the touchdown. There's no signal that he was out of bounds, folks. There's no flag. And he'll have a father-in-law as a boss up in Ohio State. And look at this run by Thomas. Great speed. Touchdown, his second of the night. Justin Thomas, they can't stop it, folks. Thomas keeps it headed in zone. 3 touchdowns for the Georgia Tech quarterback. Which is exactly what they do. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. St. Jim Days. Good call, Jesse.
Thank you, John, and welcome everyone to ESPN's presentation of the 2014 Vizio Fiesta Bowl from University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's the 20th ranked Boise State Broncos taking on the 10th ranked Wildcats of the University of Arizona. Ajayi busts loose, and he's going to take it to the house on his first touch of the game. Touchdown, Boise State. More Fiesta Bowl magic to start the night for the Broncos. Back, third string on the depth chart, stays in the block for Hedrick, who throws a deep ball for an open man. Caught, Chaz Anderson. Touchdown, Boise State. The freshman in for McCall. He's played a lot this year. The old Statue of Liberty. And Ajayi scores a touchdown for Boise State. As the play call, Ajayi again. Bounces outside. Can he win the foot race? Touchdown!
Snap, and it's affecting the offensive line.
Solomon flagged down. He throws it up for grabs, and it's intercepted. Dante Dion returns it for a touchdown. This year, he has unselfishly taken on that role. Solomon all day to throw. Now trying to throw it deep, and it is caught! Samaje Grant for a touchdown. Solomon can't get tackled in the field of play, and he does! Kamale Correa belted him down, and time is going to run out. More Boise State magic at the Vizio Fiesta Bowl.
Regular season, protected the ball very well. Off play action, Petty going deep, single coverage down there, and it's pulled in. Touchdown! KD Cannon.
Think to the next play.
This is a backwards pass and going to be a double throw. Jay Lee tossing it to Corey Coleman for a touchdown. And it's Petty, and he's in, but a penalty marker down.
Better lanes to run inside.
Petty gonna fire it deep, and he's got a man. It's caught inside the 20. KD Cannon with another bomb. Touchdown, Baylor.
Routes downfield.
Oh, wide open in the middle of the field for a touchdown, the big guy. How about Javonte McGee? Play fake to Langford. Cook going to Price, and he makes the catch for the touchdown. Well, you called it, partner. Langford stumbles, drives, and got in. Touchdown, Michigan State. Attempt officially. Michigan State out of timeouts. The kick is blocked. It's picked up. Michigan State's got it. Williamson is pushed out of bounds in Baylor territory at the 44-yard line. Fourth down. Here's Cook on third down to the end zone. It's a touchdown. Keith Mumphrey ties the game at 41, and they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
TCU, when they came back from 21 points down in the fourth quarter and won that game, now they know how TCU felt at the end of that game.
Flawless weather on this historic day. The Rose Bowl, bathed in sunshine, sitting at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains, as we welcome you to the college football playoff at the Rose Bowl game, presented by Northwestern Mutual. We like the sound of that, the 101st Rose Bowl, but unlike any other. Folks making the 859-mile journey south. Freeman again, muscles in. This one does count, and the Ducks take the lead. Tackle, option look, Winston, keeper, reaches for the goal line, touchdown! Defenders. Another quick play, and waltzing into the end zone is Tyner to finish off this touchdown drive. Leary in motion, and they run it to that left side. Williams breaks free, stutter step, standing up, touchdown. Freeman running right, cuts it back, muscles into the end zone, and the Ducks stretch the lead in their first possession of the second half. First down play action. Winston on the run, fires back down near the goal line, caught and reaching for the end zone. Touchdown, Travis Rudolph. Your head can swim when you play this fast. Mariota thinking fast, makes a completion on the far side, and running free is Darren Carrington.
Now you're going to see tempo.
Fake it to Freeman, pump fake, running free again is Carrington. Sidesteps a man and scores. Ducks rush only 3. Winston has all day. Tries to escape, circles back, still alive. Loses the football, ball comes out. It's scooped up by the Ducks, and Tony Washington streaking to the end zone. He stopped earlier. Mariota keeps it for now, cuts back, and Marcus Mariota, a green blur to the end zone.
On the plays, done a heck of a job.
Big shoes to fill, and Tyner cuts loose. Thomas Tyner to the end zone for the second time. 34 unanswered points to turn a close game into a beatdown.
Winners of 11 straight, champions of the Big Ten, Ohio State, and here come the Buckeyes. A meeting tonight of 2 of not only our era's best coaches, but maybe 2 of the best of all time.
For that, you have to defend it.
And now it's big Derrick Henry rumbling down the sideline. Touchdown. They fake the pitch to him. Sims on a bootleg. Throws on the run. Touchdown, Amari Cooper. Seventh play of the drive. Here's the play action and a throw that's intercepted. Picked off by Cyrus Jones, coming the other way with a convoy. Jones knocked out of bounds at the 15, and the Tide has got it back.
The winner.
First and goal just outside the 1. It's Yeldon again, and he'll walk in. Touchdown, Alabama. Marshall crosses the field. Elliott leads the way. Touchdown, Ohio State. 3, but they want more, if at all possible, with 19 seconds left. End around, and now a pass coming up. Spencer to the end zone. Thomas.
Did he get a foot down?
Yes, touchdown. Yes. 6 when it's 3rd and 8 or more. Jones waited to the last minute and let it fly, and he's got Devin Smith. Touchdown. Sims, quick throw, intercepted. Picked off by Steve Miller. Miller, defensive lineman dream. Touchdown. Fowler, the fullback, is going to lead the way for exactly what Todd called. Touchdown, Alabama. Sims rolls right, fires, intercepted by Von Bell. Ezekiel Elliott, and he's got an opening. Elliott off to the races. Can they catch him? No, they can't. Touchdown. This Sims throws, caught by Cooper. Touchdown.
Ohio State was trying to call a timeout. Luke Fickell was trying to call a timeout.
Maybe the last play. Sims. Deep. Hail Mary. Not answered. Intercepted. Ohio State's going to win it.
Mariota still got it. Pressure. Now gets away. Flings it for a touchdown. Elliott breaks free. Ezekiel Elliott gets a block and busts to the end zone. On 1st and goal, Jones bobbled the snap, now fires far side. Bennett, touchdown, Ohio State. Sneak, second effort, spins into the end zone, and Cardale Jones has given the Buckeyes a 2-touchdown lead. Mariota has good protection, loops it downfield, and Marshall is wide open and running free. They will not catch him. He's got it again. Elliott! Touchdown, Ohio State on the final play of the quarter. On 1st and goal, Elliott again, barrels in. Elliott dots the I of this national championship win. Escapes. This will be the final play of the game. Heaves it, and it's not fitting. It ends with an interception. And the Ohio State Buckeyes are the first national champions of the playoff era.